Hello, guys. Welcome back for another Pick a Card. And today we're going to ask Spirit what are the energies or what's in store for you this month of June. Here are the three groups. All of them are wooden baskets. Group number one, group number two, and group number three. So choose a basket. Always remember it's a general reading, so only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Hello, group number one, you chose this wooden basket. Let's find out what are the energies or what's in store for you this month of June. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective which chose group number one. Oh my God, you have here Two of Cups. This is really beautiful. Okay, you got here the Magician. You have the Chariot. You have Seven of Pentacles. You have here Four of Cups. And you got here Five of Wands. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, you got here Four of Wands. This is really beautiful. So I'm actually seeing here a lot of fire energies. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, also Aries. I'm getting here water signs, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We have Cancer. And for some of you, if it's actually Earth, it's actually Virgo. Now, this is really beautiful, group number one. What I'm actually seeing here in your cards for this month of June, I'm actually getting there's going to be a peaceful resolution. I'm hearing reunion or reconciliation. Okay, this can be a person that you probably had a conflict with because you got here Five of Wands. Usually that's actually talking about strife, or that's actually talking about some disagreements. Maybe it also involved other people, not necessarily that you had some disagreement. It can also be a friend. That's also what I'm hearing for some of you. But I'm actually getting here, whatever the scenario, I'm actually getting that you guys are going to move past that struggle or that very heavy conflict, okay? I'm really seeing you guys being in this energy of getting back together. Okay, so if you are actually either in a relationship with someone, you're already committed, and for some reason you had some disagreements or whatever, I feel that the both of you are really going to work on this, and the both of you are really going to get back together to sort things out. Okay, because the words reunion and reconciliation is very, very strong here for you, group number one. I'm actually getting for a lot of you, this is a love interest. Okay, because you got here Two of Cups. There's a lot of love between you and this person, but something happened here with a Five of Wands. Either this is, again, like what I said, talks about some strife or conflict, which may also involve other people. But like what I said, I feel it's been a long time that you guys are not, communicating. Somebody actually went into that hermit energy, especially when I saw this card over here. It's actually not the hermit card, but it's Four of Cups. But just by looking at this image over here, it's like somebody retreated into their shell. Okay, and this left you and this person feeling very much dissatisfied is what I'm hearing because of this conflict that happened. The both of you did not want that. That's actually what I'm getting. And maybe it's been a while that nothing is happening in this connection. I'm also hearing somebody's waiting for the other person to make a move and all that. But I'm actually getting one of you is definitely going to take charge of the situation. Okay, one of you is finally going to decide to make a move, all right, to work on this issue. That's really what I'm getting. So whether that's you who will be doing that or this person will be doing that. But it's not about who's the first one who's going to make a move. I feel that, when it comes to love and romance, there's no right or wrong, right? That's actually what I'm getting here. But I feel that no matter what the situation is, you guys are finally going to sort things out. There's going to be celebration, that fun and that enjoyment with the 10 of Wands, or rather the 4 of Wands. Why did I say 10 of Wands? So maybe, yeah, for some of you, you're actually feeling very much burdened by this, okay? Because there's a lot of love in this connection, but for some reason, it's like you guys just stop communicating is really what I'm hearing. Somebody really tried to withdraw from the connection, whether that's you who decided to isolate yourself, okay? Or this person did that, but somebody's kind of like ready to come out of their shell. I'm also hearing for others of you that, because I heard the 10 of Wands, right? Or I actually said that rather. I'm actually picking up that maybe for others of you, somebody has been keeping their feelings for a long time. They've been hiding it, okay? And this is giving them a lot of burden with that 10 of Wands that I said. And it's been a long time that this person has been keeping that, okay? Maybe this conflict, it's more about this person's inner conflict. Like somebody doesn't know, should I open up? Should I tell this person I feel the same way? You know, I'm just really getting that for some of you. But I'm actually picking up some of you have been manifesting this with the Magician. You guys are really manifesting for reunion or reconciliation or for a get together is also what I'm picking up. That's actually what I'm getting here. And things are going to progress or move forward. You guys, if you had some conflict with someone, you guys are really going to move past that, which is great. There's actually what I am hearing right now, peace and harmony in the connection or a peaceful resolution. That's really beautiful. I love that. Okay, let's try to pull up more cards. Wow, new beginnings. My gosh, that is beautiful. It's a new start for you guys. Okay, let me pull up two more cards. Oops, way too many. All right, you got here victim mentality. All right, and then you got here ascended masters. Okay. You also have here strength. You have here two of pentacles. You have the tower. And you got your, yeah, there you go, 10 of Wands, because I actually said that all of a sudden earlier. Now, the actual 10 of Wands appeared. It was a slip of the tongue, but here we go. There you go, 10 of Wands. So I feel that something happened for you guys, all right? I feel that there was a tower moment that happened either in this connection with this person. Either you are in a relationship with this person or it was just a situationship. Okay, because they're showing me earlier there was a conflict or some arguments, some misunderstandings. All right, it cannot just be maybe between the both of you. It may also involve other people, because again, 5 of Wands talks about, you know, multiple people. All right, maybe not necessarily that you had an argument with this person, but I'm just really getting here, whatever the case may be, you guys are ready to let go of the baggages. Okay, that's actually what I'm hearing. I feel that spirit is actually giving you guys some sign, and I'm drawn to the dove. That's actually peace. All right, I'm actually picking up that this month of June, things are going to progress. There's going to be movement. You guys are going to start again. You might be a Leo or a Scorpio, because I'm seeing here Leo and Scorpio, or you're involved with a Leo or a Scorpio, okay? Somebody is also kind of like holding back with the 2 of Pentacles, like somebody's juggling those two options. Like, what should I do? Should I actually tell this person I'm sorry, or I love this person? I don't know. There's something about decision, like somebody's holding back their feelings, and somebody's also embracing this consciousness of being a victim. Like, I don't have this, I don't have that. Maybe if I do this, it's actually, you know, I'm getting that. So some of you are probably doing that. And Spirit is actually saying the more that you actually think about the worst thing that could happen, this is actually, you know, not going to be good for you in the long run. You know, it's giving you a lot of anxiety. It's giving you a lot of stress. Because with the tower, there is a volcano. And volcano for me, it's like, you know, there's a lot of hidden things that were not expressed. So whether that's you who's been holding back or not expressing your true feelings, or whether it's this person, but somebody's kind of like holding back their feelings. Somebody's kind of like, having a hard time deciding, should I not? I don't know. I'm getting that, okay? And with the strength, that's also a card about holding back. Strength is Leo, okay? For some reason, I'm actually picking up what's holding you back or this person. I feel it's also either somebody, again, is operating from this victim mentality consciousness. For others of you, I'm hearing pride, okay? So either you're dealing with a Leo, because Leo is all about pride as well, or Scorpio. Okay, 2 fixed signs. So maybe you guys are both fixed signs. And, you know, you guys are actually quite stubborn too. That's actually what I'm hearing right now from Spirit. But actually getting here that Spirit is guiding this connection, all right? Spirit is actually giving out some signs. Like, they're actually telling you both that if you really wanted to make this work, okay, the both of you should stop actually, you know, being in this energy of, I don't want to be the first one to make a move. I don't know. I'm getting that for some of you. Somebody's really holding back. Somebody's actually hesitating to make the first move. Okay. And this has gone a long time because I'm drawn to this time over here. Okay. And the more that these feelings are being repressed is what I'm hearing. Okay. I'm actually getting that with this volcano, it's like it will erupt eventually. You know, the more that you hide it, the more that you repress it, it's actually, you know, not really good. It's eating up a lot of your energy. There's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of thinking, a lot of heavy energy is what I'm getting. But somebody's ready to release the steam is actually what I'm getting with this eruption. Somebody's ready to express what has been held back for a long time. But I feel for some of you, it's all about love, okay? Like somebody's not really expressing their feelings. But I'm actually getting here that, yeah, Spirit is actually guiding the both of you, if this is all about love and relationships, guiding you for you guys to start again, okay? To move past all of these baggages, all right? Because it's weighing heavily on your back and this person's back as well, okay? All right, that is interesting. Let's see what else. Oh, wow. A lot of cards. Okay. You still have a lot of cards here, but yeah, we'll just take that. Spirit wanted me to take the 4 cards. Okay. All right. So what I'm actually seeing here for the month of June, I'm actually getting like somebody is trying to work on their confidence here. You got the poised. So whether that's actually the viewer or this person has been watching you as well, or you have been watching someone that you are actually drawn to, whether it's not yet a relationship or whether this is actually a person they had a relationship with, whatever the case may be. Obviously, there were some changes that happened in this connection, okay? I'm really hearing that there was a fallout. And I feel that the both of you have been watching each other, honestly. Oh my God. But it's like there's a lot of waiting energy. Like somebody's waiting for the other person to make a move. That's really what I'm getting. But I feel like somebody is actually going to work on their confidence to really open up. That's really what I'm getting. Because with that tower, like what I said, it's like there were a lot of things that were hidden that were actually unexpressed. So I feel somebody's just gathering up their emotions, or trying to gather up their courage rather, to be more confident to speak up. That's really what I'm getting. And I feel as well that this person, if it's not you, is just looking for the perfect opportunity, okay? I'm also getting, for some of you, somebody's asking help from someone, maybe some advice. That's also what I'm getting. An advice to make things, work again. I don't know. I'm getting that. Whether it's you or this person, okay? But somebody's really trying to gather up the courage to actually, open up and express those feelings that were kind of like hidden. Because look at this lady, Poise card is all about confidence, and look at her, she's spreading her wings, she's flying. So I'm getting, somebody is going to do that. Now, this is not necessarily about love and relationships anymore. I'm actually just hearing from spirit that a lot of you guys are actually going to work on your confidence, okay? Maybe it had something to do with what you wanted to pursue in life, your dreams, your goals, your ambitions. And I feel you're going to get some help from someone to help you, work on that, to work on that self-esteem, to work on that confidence, to make some positive changes for yourself. That's actually what I'm getting. Because I feel that a lot of you have observed that by actually, being this energy of seeing yourself as a victim, let's say, because you got the victim consciousness, it's actually not working well for you. It's actually mostly the opposite, okay? The more that you see yourself as if, oh, I don't have this, there's that lack consciousness as well. Like, oh, I'm not good enough. Maybe this person's going to do this, or they are not going to hire me for this job. I'm just really getting that. Like, there's some negative self-talk. That's what I'm picking up. But I feel that this month of June, you guys are really going to work on your confidence, to come out, shine, spread your wings, and then fly, to make some positive changes for yourself. And I feel that somebody's going to be of help to you, all right? Or you might ask the help of someone, whether it's through advice or what, okay? So whatever that is, it can still be applied not only in relationships, but it can also be applied on other areas of your life. Maybe you are eyeing for a specific, job, whatever that is. Maybe you also wanted to, let's just say, this is just an example, you wanted to start your own YouTube channel, but it's like, oh, I can't do it. I wanted it, but I can't do it because I don't feel good enough. Or you're seeing yourself, at a very not good light. Let's just put it that way, It's like you're actually dimming your own light is what I'm hearing from spirit, okay? So try to work on your confidence. I feel this month of June, you're starting to work on that, or you will start working on that to make some positive changes for yourself. And I feel as well, like what I said, for others of you, you might be actually getting some help from other people, some advice even on how to work on it, okay? Let's see. Let's try to pull up more. Oh my God, there's a lot of love here. Oh man, this is actually really good. Yep. And again, this is kind of like the Hermit. I was just talking about that. At the bottom of the deck, somebody's ready to talk. Are you kidding me? Maybe you and this person, if this is all about love and relationships, there was a period of, separation really between you both. Somebody decided to withdraw from the connection. Because the Hermit is actually somebody who withdraws from the society, right? And they needed that time to think, to contemplate. Whether that's you has been doing that, okay? And I'm just getting here, this person is actually figuring things out about what to say. How can I actually, express this truth to group number one? And again, you can switch roles. If it's you who's actually doing that, like you don't know how to actually say this to this person, how much you feel for them, because again, you can switch roles. I feel that there is actually going to be some improvements here this month of June. I feel that this month of June, you'll be given the confidence as well to finally express your truth, to really, go out there and just be yourself. That's what I'm hearing. I feel that a lot of you are ready to step out of that hermit energy, okay? You've been actually, kind of like withdrawing from everybody. You're not talking to anyone. You're just keeping everything to yourself. So it's not necessarily about love and relationships. I feel that this month of June, you're just ready to come out, okay? You're actually more confident enough to express yourself. Now, if it's all about love and relationships, I just really feel here that there's going to be a new beginning in love. You might be seeing 111, okay? So there's definitely going to be, a new beginning in love. Somebody's ready to express their feelings. If it's not you who's doing that or who will be doing that, it will be this person. Somebody's ready to come out and express their true feelings. These are feelings of love, okay? All right, let's see what else. That's great. You got your dedicated effort. Yep, and you got your dreams coming true. Let me just get another one. All right, we'll take those two. Yeah, you're moving on and you got your well-deserved reward. Okay. So what I'm actually getting here, group number 1, for the month of June, I feel that, yeah, somebody withdrew from the connection. That's really what I'm getting here, okay? And I feel that if it's you who walked away from the connection, this person actually wanted to make things work. Or just one of you really wanted to make things work. One of you realized the worth of someone. Because somebody withdrew from the connection, somebody realized somebody's worth. That's really what I'm hearing. So whether this is actually you who walked away from the connection and now this person is actually seeing your worth or your value, how important you are to them, and that you are their wish. Maybe that's actually what's going to push this person to finally open up their feelings of love for you. Now, again, you can switch roles, okay? But anyway, I'm also picking up here, if it's all about work, because I'm also getting that for some of you. I'm actually getting here like some of you really do not have enough confidence about something that you really wanted to work on, like for instance, there is a specific skill or hobby that you really like to do, but you felt as if that maybe it's not really for me. Maybe I'm not gonna do well on that particular job or career, although that's something that I really want to do. For some of you, it's actually a hobby is what I'm hearing, but it's like you don't have enough confidence. You don't know if this is actually really going to be in your cards even. That's actually what I'm getting from Spirit. But Spirit is saying, have confidence, believe in yourself. You have the skill, all right? You have got the talent for this. Remember, you got the Magician. And the Magician is actually the jack of all trades. The Magician is very talented, multi-talented, okay? Because he was able to master all energies, the Pentacles, the Swords, the Cups energy, and the Wands energy, right? So I'm actually getting it's more about the fear of what's really holding you back from achieving your dreams in life, okay? So it can be also, again, applied to love and relationships. Maybe there's someone that you really like, but it's like you don't have enough confidence to tell this person how much you really feel for them, okay? That's also what I'm getting for a very few of you. But there's really something about believing in yourself and being confident and knowing your value as well. You deserve this. That's what Spirit is actually saying, okay? And some of you are actually also going to move away from the regular 9-to-5 job. That's also what I'm getting. It's like somebody's deciding to put their focus on their creative, skill. Something that really makes them feel so passionate on doing, okay? And I feel it's also because of this has been, going on for some time, and you felt as if that staying in that particular job is actually just eating up a lot of your energy, not just time, and you're not feeling emotionally fulfilled at all. So some of you are really just going to put your focus on your passion. Like you are finally going to be confident enough to decide like, okay, I've made up my mind. I'm just really going to put my focus on this career. Maybe you are very creative or talented because there's actually a man painting. And I feel that a lot of you are just really going to be putting more of your focus on this creative skill or hobby. Because I'm more getting like, a hobby for some of you. Because this is also a business card with the Nine of Pentacles. So either you are planning to start working on your business, your own business, instead of the regular 9 to 5 job, okay? And this has been something that you really wanted to do, but you're kind of like half-hearted about it. You don't know whether you're making the wrong or the right decision. But I feel for a lot of you, you're really just going to follow your passion. You might get the advice from someone around it, okay? So only take what resonates. I'm getting different messages, my gosh. Well, let's see. What are the energies or what's in store for group number 1 this month of June? Leadership. Yep. You're really going to, be in this leadership energy, okay? I'll talk about that. Let me just pull up some cards here. Gentle gardener, okay. Yeah, you got pride. All right. So, this is actually interesting, group number 1. I'm getting here that some of you really are fire signs, okay? Because earlier I got Leo. I just said something about pride earlier because Leo is all about pride. And I'm getting that again because you got the word pride. Not going to be surprised if some of you are really fire signs. Earlier we also have Aries. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It can just be the energy, okay? You're really going to embrace that energy. Fire signs, okay, because that's what I'm hearing right now from Spirit. Fire signs, they're very assertive. They're very, very ambitious. They know what they want. They're confident, okay? They're strong leaders, especially Leo and Aries, okay? And so if you're finding yourself as if that you're doing some negative self-talk, that maybe you can't do this, you can't do that, or you're probably, just thinking about the worst thing that can happen. Because remember, you got the victim mentality. Some of you are actually not realizing that you are already in that consciousness of feeling like a victim, okay? You felt as if you cannot change your situation. You felt as if you're stuck, okay? That's being in the victim mentality. So Spirit is, again, reminding you to step out of that energy because that's not who you are. Remember, you are the magician. You're actually a very powerful, skilled, talented, creative person, and you've got to embrace that energy instead of kind of like seeing yourself in a very low light. That's really what I'm getting. That's why I'm hearing earlier from Spirit, somebody's dimming their own light, okay? And Spirit wanted you to spread your wings to shine, okay? That's why when I saw that poise card, that's all about confidence. Spirit is actually encouraging you guys to step out of your comfort zone. Now, this is also about love and relationships, okay? I'm actually getting, somebody's actually acting out of pride and ego. Because that's what I heard earlier. Because at the very start of the reading, I kind of like picked up that one of you is waiting for the other person to make a move or to express their feelings. Okay? That's the energy I'm getting earlier. Like somebody doesn't want to be the first one to say sorry, or because there were showing me earlier at the very beginning of your reading that there were some conflicts or some arguments. And it's like the both of you or one of you is actually in this energy of pride. Now, always remember that a man without pride is worthless, but anything in excess, okay, is not good. Being overly, egotistical or being so much in your pride is not going to help you. That's why earlier I said when it comes to love, there's no such thing as right and wrong, okay? But I feel some of you are actually being reminded by your spirit guides about that. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, if it's actually you is doing that, but I feel this is mostly about you because this is your reading. Okay, but it can still be switched though. Maybe somebody is finally going to be ready to release their pride and ego and to take ownership. Okay, but for some of you, another message that I'm actually hearing right now from Spirit is actually reminding you to be gentle with your thoughts. The gentle gardener is actually talking about what are you planting. Thoughts are living energies. The more that you're planting some negative thoughts, the more negative outcome you can actually expect. So again, there's something about negative small talk or thinking negatively about a situation, about yourself, dimming your own light. I feel that the month of June is going to teach you to be in this leadership energy, to be strong, to be courageous, to take the initiative, to take action. So some of you are probably just seeing yourself, oh, I still don't have a job, or you're kind of like seeing yourself as a victim of your circumstances. Instead of being in that energy of feeling like a victim, be the victor. That's what Spirit is saying. Be the leader, okay? So yeah, I'm getting different, energies again, but let's see. Okay, I'm just hearing really strongly right now, somebody will be offered a promotion, but some of you are thinking like, oh, maybe I can't do it, maybe it's not really for me. Maybe, I'm not going to do a great job of it. I don't know why I'm hearing that, okay? So Spirit is actually saying, if you're resonating with that, be confident, okay? This is actually a golden opportunity for you. You just got to believe in yourself. You just got to, embrace that energy of being a leader, because I feel maybe that's it. The promotion is that you are going to lead people this time, all right? But you felt as if that maybe you can't do it, or you're seeing yourself so small. So don't be like that, because Spirit is saying you are very powerful. You are the magician. You have a lot of skills. You've got a lot of talents and experience. So own it. I'm hearing the words own it, okay? And I'm also hearing right now, oh my God, I just forgot it. Gosh, that's what, I don't like sometimes, like there's a lot of messages and now I forgot it. But I just heard something earlier, which is also related to that when it comes to somebody's holding back. A lot of holding back energy, by the way, for group number 1. Somebody's holding back their feelings. Somebody's not speaking up their truth, or not wanting to be the first one to make a move, or somebody's just repressing their feelings, okay? It can be out of pride or out of, again, I'm hearing self-confidence issues or self-esteem. That's why there's a lot of confidence, cards for you guys. And to take pride in your work as well, okay? To believe in yourself, to love yourself, embrace who you are, instead of actually, like trying to doubt yourself. That's really what I'm getting. Do not doubt yourself. That's what Spirit is saying. I just forgot the other message that I heard from Spirit, because there's a lot of messages. Anyway, let's just carry on. Anything else? Yeah, lack energy. Oh my God. What is going on, group number 1? But let me just pull up one more. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh. So here's what I'm hearing from Spirit. Some of you are probably kind of like, again, trying to see yourself in a very small or in a low light, okay? Whatever that is, whether it's about love and relationships, or whether it's about this, opportunity that's coming through for you guys, or there's actually a dream job that you really wanted to pursue, but you felt as if, well, maybe I can't do it. I'm seeing myself as this person who can't do it, you know? That's why be gentle with your thoughts. The more that you think about something so negatively about yourself, whatever that is, like what I said, thoughts are living energies and it creates your reality, okay? Remember, you're the magician. You guys are powerful manifestors, so you guys need to be mindful of your thoughts since you guys are powerful manifestors. And what it is that you've been thinking or what it is that you've been manifesting, it will magically appear. So be careful of your thoughts. So if your thoughts are negative or you're seeing yourself less of yourself, that's what you're going to attract. Okay. Some of you, there's really something about confidence. Somebody is actually saying, oh, I'm not beautiful enough here because you got to hear the beauty. Okay. Maybe some of you really wanted to start out your YouTube channel. I'm actually hearing that earlier, but everything is making sense. But somebody's kind of like hesitant or holding back, like saying, oh, maybe, you know, people are going to make fun of me. I'm not really that good, or I'm not really good when it comes to expressing myself, or, you know, this and that. So there's a lot of negative self-talk and seeing yourself as if you're not worthy, or that you're seeing yourself as if that maybe you're not going to do a great job at it. So I don't know what I'm channeling here, but yeah, but I'm just getting, if you're actually resonating with, yep, I've been wanting to start my own YouTube channel, whatever that is, whether it's, you know, fashion, you know, or it's a fashion channel, it's a tarot channel, whatever that is, you know, there's something about looks. There's actually something about seeing yourself as if maybe I'm not beautiful enough. Because I feel when it comes to your talents and skills, my gosh, group number one, you guys are very talented. What's holding you back is more about you're seeing yourself in a very small light. It's the lack of self-confidence and self-esteem. And so Spirit is saying, nope, why are you seeing yourself that way? Okay? Spread your wings and fly. Okay? You are beautiful. Because I'm actually getting like somebody is really kind of like very particular with their looks. Especially if you need to show your face in front of the camera. I don't know, who am I channeling? I'm really getting that. But whoever you are, if you're planning to start your own YouTube channel, whatever channel that was, or that is rather, if it's actually a tarot channel, if it's actually a fashion, vlogging, whatever, Spirit is saying, go for it. Now, if you needed some help, get some advice. Start working on your confidence, okay? But don't give up on your dreams. Because you got the Knight of Cups. That's wish fulfillment. So somebody is really operating from that lack consciousness or that victim mentality, like seeing yourself as if you're a victim. Oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. You know, be careful with your thoughts, group number one, okay? So whatever your situation is, whether it's the specific scenario that I'm talking about, that I'm channeling right now, or it's actually about other areas of your life. For instance, somebody's also withdrawing their, you know, their need to express their true feelings, you know. It's like they're withholding it. They're not really confident enough to express their truth to someone. Again, it's coming from a place of either low self-confidence, self-esteem, thinking the worst that could happen, or it can also be out of pride for some of you. But for some of you with this pride, okay, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So for some of you, you also needed to believe in yourself, to love yourself, okay? That you are a unique individual. And you have every right to show yourself out there, to follow your dreams, to pursue your dreams. Beauty is not just all about the looks, okay? Beauty is actually from within. A lot of people were actually asking me, why you're not showing yourself in front of the camera? I'll be very honest. I'm not very confident when it comes to showing myself in front of the camera. I really don't like it for some reason, you know? But that's me being myself. And I really don't like it. It's more of like a personal choice, okay? I may not be a supermodel, you know, like I look really like a supermodel, but it's actually more about not being comfortable, okay? But what I wanted to say is that if somebody watching group number one is kind of like looking down on themselves and seeing themselves as if they're not beautiful enough, there may be some weight issues as well. Don't. You are unique. You are beautiful. Just the way you are. Is that Bruno Mars? I'm hearing that. Just the way you are. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. That was something very specific. Okay. Let's pull it more. What are the energies or what's in store for you this month of June? Oh my God, the sun. Right. Some of you really are Leo because, a lot of Leo cards earlier, a lot of fire signs actually. So, yeah. Let's see what else. Family room. Your hard work is paying off. Oh my God, that is actually awesome. Let me get another one. Okay, we'll get those two. See, another Leo. Oh my God, I just said that because I noticed there's a lot of Leo energy for you guys, right? Either you are Leo or you have Leo in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. But regardless of the signs, Leos, they take pride, okay, in their work as well. They're very confident, okay? They're very assertive. They're strong leaders. Remember, I was just saying that earlier because I really picked that up. I even said earlier when I saw the leadership card, I noticed there's a lot of fire signs for group number one. Or if it's not necessarily the sign, you need to embrace that energy, okay? Because like what I said, fire signs, especially Leo and Aries, they're known as the leaders of the zodiac. They're strong leaders. They go after what they want. They take the initiative, okay? They know who they are. They know who they aren't, okay? And so they wanted you to embrace that energy. I feel a lot of you are going to work on your confidence as well. Group number one. Sun, it's not just all about happiness, but I'm actually getting here confidence, to shine like this bright sun. That's really what I'm picking up. And I feel that, you got adjustments are required. So maybe you're going to work on something. Like some short adjustments on some parts or some areas. But just keep on going. That's really what I'm hearing from Spirit, okay? Because your hard work is definitely paying off. And you just needed to be confident here. Because you got here, confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. For others of you, I'm actually getting with this family room, the sun. Oh, wow. I'm actually hearing either somebody's going to get pregnant. Okay. If you already have a family and you're kind of like waiting for, this news to be, pregnant again or trying to conceive a child, you might receive some news around it. That's actually what I'm getting for a very few portion of you. And I'm also getting for some of you this month of June, you guys are going to revamp something, whether it's actually your living room as well, your bedroom, or a lot of, I don't know. I'm getting that with this family room that maybe you guys are really going to revamp something, whether that's actually remodeling the house. I'm not hearing movement. It's more of like revamp is what I'm hearing. For others of you, there may be some issues in the family as well. Or somebody in the family is acting very childish is also what I'm hearing. Okay. And Spirit is actually saying, yeah, there should be some adjustments, maybe proper discipline. Okay. That's actually what I'm hearing. And somebody needed to work on their confidence to speak. If, this family member is actually, is doing something that is actually not really good anymore, you shouldn't tolerate it. Okay. That's actually what I'm hearing from Spirit. You've got to be, just really setting up some boundaries, and that's why adjustments are required. There are some things that need to be changed a little bit, okay, within the family unit, okay? For instance, this is just an example. Like somebody in the family is always leaving the dishes unwashed. Okay. And so there's going to be some adjustment there. Like, I'm hearing discipline, really. And to be able to speak to this person and just really set up some, yeah, some discipline and some boundaries, so that this person will not be doing the same things over and over. I'm hearing discipline, okay? I don't know if you have a child already, but I'm getting either this person's childish, but there's actually a need for some adjustments here. And if you have been doing that, yeah, keep on doing it. I'm hearing tough love, okay? That's also what I'm hearing. Somebody's also not confident enough to speak up, to somebody in the family about something. So you guys just needed to work through that. Okay? Be yourself. Speak your truth. But for a lot of you, there's really something about some goals, some dreams that you wanted to pursue, whether that's a natural person that you really like, but you don't know if you should actually express your feelings to this person. For others of you, it's actually a dream job. I even heard earlier YouTube channel. Again, there's something about confidence. I just said that earlier, right? Because that's what I heard from Spirit. I even said, like, what's holding you guys back? It's low self-esteem or confidence. And now you got confidence is your key to success. Some of you are probably also Capricorn here, okay? So yeah, strong Leo, actually. Leo, Capricorn. Anyway, regardless of the signs, let's see here what else. Time to get out of a situation. Family sorrow. Sorry about that. Okay, you got your jug. Yeah, peacock. Beware of great pride. See, I told you. There's a lot of, synchronicity in your reading, group number 1. Remember I said something about the pride earlier? Even before this actually came out, okay? Because I'm getting different energies. For some of you, you have to take pride of your work. You have to be proud of yourself. You have to be confident. But I'm also here for some of you, somebody's actually too much in their ego and pride, okay? All right, okay. I'll discuss that later on. Hard work ahead. Okay, yep. Woo, cards are flying out. Okay. Yep, okay. I'm hearing, a lot of messages here with the cards I actually got, group number 1. I needed to clarify the cards because I just wanted to make sure what I'm hearing. There's a lot of, specific scenarios that I'm hearing, and I'm seeing it on your cards too. But some of them will not resonate, of course, to some of you. But let me just start off first with some of you also probably lost a family member, okay? That's actually what I'm getting with this family sorrow. And if you're actually resonating with that, Spirit is actually, again, reminding you that you need to step out. Actually getting here that, yes, we all go through the process of grief. It's only natural, all right? But if you feel as if you're already in balance and this is actually not really going to be good for you in the long run, you've got to help yourself, okay? It is okay to feel sad. You are just a human being feeling, human emotions. And to lose a loved one, of course, that's actually, not a good thing at all. But you also got to take good care of yourself, is what I'm hearing. Okay, you've got to step out of that energy in which you're already in balance. You've got to also help yourself, okay, to heal. That's actually what I'm hearing. And then for some of you, I'm actually getting here that there were some sort of like drama that happened in a friendship, because Three of Cups is actually friendship card. Maybe that's why I pick up at the very beginning of the reading that there might be some issues or some sort of like arguments that involves multiple people. And I feel that whoever it is that I'm channeling, okay, Spirit is wanting to say that this month of June, okay, you guys got to get out of that, situation, especially if somebody's causing a lot of conflict there. I'm picking up whoever it is that caused a lot of conflict is somebody who's very self-absorbed, very too much into their, ego. I'm getting really that whoever this person is deceptive. Because there's something about deception. At the bottom of the deck, you got your Seven of Swords. So I'm getting here that maybe the issue had something to do with deception. Or somebody was not really being very honest about something. And it caused a lot of chaos there. So Spirit is actually saying, get out of that situation. All right? And, I feel that this is not really good for you anymore, especially whoever that person is in the friend group who's actually being very deceptive, or somebody who's actually causing a lot of conflict. It can also be a family member here. That's also what I'm hearing for others of you. But I'm also hearing right now from Spirit. Spirit is also wanting for you to get out of your pride. This is, really for the viewer, okay? Don't shoot the messenger, because I'm just hearing the message, and it's not going to be for all of you anyway. But whoever it is that I'm channeling, Spirit is actually saying, you've got to get out of this pride energy. Maybe that's what I actually heard at the very beginning, like somebody's waiting for the other person to make a move. And bingo, you got your Seven of Pentacles. So this is talking about waiting energy, waiting for the seeds to grow, or awaiting results. And there's a lot of stagnation. It's because somebody's holding back. Like, I don't want to be the first one to make a move. I don't want to admit my mistake. I don't want to actually, tell this person that I'm sorry, or that I still wanted to fix things. So I'm getting that, you've got to be aware of that, okay? Because Spirit is actually saying that being in that energy, you got the Devil, low vibrational energy. There's a lot of holding back. There's a lot of control, okay? So I'm actually, picking up that you guys need to operate from a place of love instead, not ego, not pride. Again, pride is also important, okay? Ego is not such a bad thing at all. But too much in your ego causes a lot of issues. I tell you that. It's not really healthy. And what I actually heard earlier, a man without pride is worthless. That's true. But anything in excess, that's unhealthy. So somebody's kind of like waiting for the other person to make a move. Somebody doesn't either wanted to apologize. That's also what I'm getting. But I feel that eventually, one of you, but I feel it's the viewer, because this is your reading, okay? So I feel that this is, again, a reminder from Spirit. Get out of that, pride energy, okay? Because you're only, making yourself more stressed. Because even this guy over here is holding his head. He's like having, a lot of headache. And these chains, for me, it was mostly caused by fear or ego or pride. Wow, that was something very specific. And then I'm also picking up, like, if there was an issue in the friends group, I'm actually hearing one individual is actually very much in this energy, like very self-absorbed, like always the one who controls everything. Because I'm drawn to this devil, okay? Somebody in the friend group is actually very, very toxic because you got friends over here. And whoever that is, step away from that energy. Okay? You may actually know who am I describing because they're showing me that. Wow. All right, very specific. Anyway, Spirit wanted you to use your intuition. If you wanted to make some positive changes for yourself, whatever it is that you're going through, whether the changes had something to do with releasing pride, okay, or ego, that's not going to be very beneficial for you in the long run. Or use your intuition. If you feel that, somebody around you guys, whether that's friend, is actually very toxic, okay, then get out of that situation, okay? You may also have a Libra friend. You got your Libra. There's something about Libra, okay? But this is also talking about, like there were some inappropriate things that were done. And so Spirit is actually saying, all right, they actually wanted you to put your focus on, again, being this light-hearted energy, okay? Instead of acting out of pride, instead of holding back a lot of, resentments, get out of that energy. That's what Spirit is saying. You're being asked to heal as well, or there's going to be a period of healing for you this month of June regarding that conflict. But I'm also hearing for others of you, there's going to be a peaceful resolution, okay? But yeah, hard work ahead. This month of June, you guys are really going to be putting your focus as well on your career, on your creative endeavors. You just have to be confident. That's what Spirit is actually saying, okay? All right, so let me actually grab this card over here, Chinese fortune reading cards. Any other message for group number 1, or what's in store for them, rather, this group for group number 1? Okay, so you actually got 2 cards. Wow, you got the Sun again, which is good. Somebody really is a Leo, okay? Sun is also the most positive card in the deck. Be optimistic. Be more in the Sun energy instead of that dark energy. Or, yeah, try to be more lighthearted. Be more optimistic. Be more confident. But let's see here. Let's go to page 28. It says here, Sun, growth in personal relationships, newfound optimism and enthusiasm. So yeah, maybe after all the drama, after all the, hardships that you've dealt with recently, I'm getting here that there's actually going to be, a newfound optimism happening for you. Either you guys are really going to be confident again, you guys are going to work on your confidence, or you're just really going to be positive despite of the challenging times, okay? There is also a, possibility that there's going to be some growth in your relationships because you got the 2 of Cups earlier, right? That's also another scenario for some of you. So it says here, you're feeling much more optimistic and enthusiastic about everything, and your life will be enriched through all of this positive energy. You will surely attract some wonderful experiences into your life, right? Remember, you got the Gentle Gardener, right? And that's talking about what are you planting? What thoughts are you planting? If you're operating from a space of negativity or you're thinking negatively all the time, you can't expect a positive outcome. So that's, again, a reminder for you guys. Embrace the Sun energy. Be more optimistic. And as you do that, you will surely attract wonderful experiences. And then it also says here, your newfound confidence. Are you freaking kidding me? We were just talking about that. You even got this. Confidence is your key to success, Leo. And it says here, your newfound confidence will see you leaving past struggles behind as you embrace the radiant successes that will surround you, right? So maybe this month of June, you're really leaving behind any struggles, any conflicts, any dramas that you have dealt with, okay? And you're more ready to embrace positivity into your life, being more optimistic, okay? Being more motivated to follow your dreams and all that. Actually getting, for some of you, the confidence has something to do with opening up your feelings to someone, or there's going to be some close relationships happening. Somebody's ready to open up to, somebody wanted to renew the connection. All right, now if this is all about career, it says here that this month will be actually busy. All right. And if you have been having some issues rather with money or finances, that's actually going to be a thing of the past. All right, there's definitely going to be some opportunities for financial security for you guys. And then if it's all about relationships, it says here, this is a wonderful period for emotional happiness around your family. If single, this card indicates the beginnings of a strong new relationship. Well, we're seeing that at the beginning, right? You actually got Two of Cups. There's growth in a relationship. And I'm also getting here, yeah, fertility. What did I tell you earlier when I saw the family card? Like, either you will be receiving a news that you're pregnant if you're trying to conceive a child. But yeah, so fertility is actually at an all-time high this month of June. So if you're actually hoping, to conceive a kid and all that, it's definitely there for you. It's in your cards, okay? Now let's proceed to renewal card. Let's go to page 17. For page 17, renewal, it says here, great passion and desire, cleansing and purification, anger and frustrations. It says here, this card offers a brand new path for you and also asks you to let go of the past. So a lot of you are going to let go of some toxicity or some struggles in the past. You're now ready to embrace the sun, more optimistic, vibration. That's really what I'm getting here. The renewal card represents cleansing and purification, just as fire cleanses and purifies the land. It is a difficult process, but important for rebirth and reconnection to spirit. Strong and unstable emotions rise to the surface, and anger may have been built up inside. Okay, that's why I got the Tower as well. Remember, I was just saying something like feelings were kind of like, repressed, and somebody's not expressing those feelings. So all of those anger, those frustrations has been, built up over time. And that's not good, because if you truly wanted to heal, you need to express that. You need to release it. And I'm seeing that for you. Maybe this month of June, you're starting to, again, slowly release any negative thoughts, emotions, past struggles, arguments. You're more actually looking forward to be in this positive energy, which is good. That's the way to go. Keep on doing that. And it says here, past failures and bad relationships will be let go. And although this may seem difficult, the sense of relief will be great. And then if it's actually all about career and finances, then some of you guys are really going to be more driven to focus on your dreams, okay? To be more motivated to follow your ambitions. That's actually what I'm getting. I'm also picking up some of you are going to leave a job and just really try to put more focus maybe on your business, maybe because the current work situation is very toxic for some of you. And if it's all about relationships, it says here, passion abounds, and you could see relationships being renewed that may have been in trouble, or you could be meeting someone new that you desire passionately. Difficult relationships with no future will end, and a change of attitude is called, so you don't repeat the mistakes of the past. Wow, that's it. That's your reading, group number 1. But before we wrap things up, let me actually pull up a random message for you guys. Any message for group number 1, please? Believe in magic. Okay. So it says here, open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. So yeah, I feel this is more like you believe in yourself, okay? Believe in your own magic. Remember, you are the magician. You got the magician card earlier. So again, there's something about confidence. All right. Try to work on that and see yourself as somebody who can manifest your dreams, making those dreams become a reality. Right. Okay. Let's get another card for you guys. Any other message for group number 1? Okay, got 2. So let's start off with this. Oh my God, open up your heart. Allow love to grow and bloom all around you. You've waited for this emotionally fulfilling experience for such a long time, and now the time has come. Make your choices by listening to your heart. Remember, you got the unicorn. Use your intuition, right? So yeah, make your choices by listening to your heart and then following the steps you're guided to take. Joy will lead you to a vibrant and healthy life. So I feel that somebody's also ready to open up their heart to someone. Maybe somebody is also kind of like holding things back, repressing those emotions. And if this is also you, Spirit is saying, because this is your message, allow love to grow and bloom, okay? Maybe you've been waiting for this type of emotionally fulfilling experience. So, yeah, follow your heart. That's what they're saying. Oh my God, 4 of Wands. You got that earlier. 4 of action. Your hard work and sincere efforts lead you to a sense of safety, contentment, and financial security. You deserve to take a break and enjoy the magnificent life you've created. It may be time to celebrate a wonderful event such as engagement, a wedding, buying a new home, or the birth of a child. Oh my God, maybe that's why there's going to be a lot of revamp. Maybe because you're going to start working on the room of your newborn baby for some of you. But 4 of Wands is actually all about also reunion, coming together, and celebration. So you're being called to celebrate. Okay, have fun. Be more in the lighthearted energy. Release the past. Release any past struggles, guilt, whatever that was. Okay, that's weighing heavily on your back. It's not going to help you. Be mindful of your thoughts. Because again, you guys are powerful manifestors. What you have been manifesting will actually, come into fruition. So just be mindful of your thoughts, okay? And try to embrace more positivity in your life. Surround yourself as well with positive people, people who's going to bring out the best in you, all right? Maybe you've been around some toxic people lately, Debbie Downers or Negative Nancy. So just be mindful of your surroundings. That's what I call law of association. This is something that I've learned from my late father. He would always tell me that. Be careful who you associate yourself with. And that's why, in my case, if I'm actually, as an empath, if I'm picking up negative vibration or I'm picking up some negativity from people, I really step back. Because I love myself and I don't want to absorb those energies. It's my way to protect my energy as well. And I always believe that we choose our energies. We have the power or the ability to choose our energies, right? If you feel that this is not good for you and it's actually making you feel all stressed out being around these people that are toxic, choose your energy. Okay? That's also what I'm hearing right now for others of you. But let me actually get one last message for you guys. Last message for group number 1. Oh my God, you got here past lives. Release your past life karma. You are an old soul with deep wisdom. Healing your past lives will raise your vibration. So maybe everything that has been going on in your situation lately, it's also rooted from your past life. And again, maybe that cycle kept on repeating for you. Especially I'm hearing right now around holding back. A lot of you guys are actually holding back. Either you're holding back your feelings, you're not wanting to step out of your comfort zone, things like that. It's actually rooted from your past life. And it's about time to release that past life karma. Try to identify that within yourself. There's something about confidence. Believe in your own magic, okay? And that's, again, related to your past life. Maybe in your past life, I'm also hearing somebody's a psychic or wanting to be a tarot reader, like setting up their own channel. Spirit is actually saying, believe in your own magic. You have been, okay, also a psychic in your previous lifetime or past life, and they just wanted you to be confident, to show yourself out there, not to think less of yourself. Okay. And then for others of you, if this is all about love and relationships, I feel that you also have a past life with this person. All right, group number one. Again, such a freaking long reading. I can't believe this. Why is it that my fortune readings are getting longer and longer? Unlike in the past, it's just like 30 minutes or less. But anyway, it is what it is. You know, when I'm doing the reading, I just go on and on and on and on. You know, I just really don't want to control things. I allow spirit to talk. Okay. But anyway, that's it, guys. I hope you will have a fantabulous June ahead. And again, stay positive, because that's actually the main energy for you guys, to stay optimistic, release past struggles, release any negative thoughts or anything that is weighing heavily on your back. Be confident. Okay. Be confident and be positive. Happy June, guys. Bye bye now. Group number two, you chose this wooden basket. Let's find out what are the energies or what's in store for you this month of June. Okay. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective who chose group number two. What are the energies or what's in store for group number two this month of June? Wow. Nine of Cups. Knight of Wands. Okay. You have here, oh my gosh, Six of Cups. That's beautiful. Next you got here, Queen of Cups. A lot of water energies. So either you are a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. We have Pisces here too. And you got here Empress. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, you got here Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So I'm actually seeing here a lot of water signs, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, especially Pisces. I'm also seeing here strong Libra energy, but it's actually air. And then I'm also seeing here Virgo, if it's actually Earth. And then we have Sagittarius as well, if it's actually fire. So what's in store for you this month of June, group number two? I'm actually getting here that, yeah, this is actually great. This is actually, you know, showing me that the month of June for you, you guys will either get, you know, a message from someone. That's really what I'm picking up. I'm hearing message. Maybe this person has been trying to find, you know, the perfect time to express their feelings. That's also what I'm getting. Maybe this person's kind of like, yeah, very secretive or not really comfortable enough to express their true feelings for you. Or this can also be you, by the way. Okay, you can switch roles still. Maybe you want somebody so much, especially if you're a guy watching this, okay? And I feel that you've been keeping your feelings to yourself. But it's like, you know that this person is actually somebody that really gives you that butterfly in your stomach. And I feel that this month of June, you guys are actually going to charge forward. Now, if this is not you, somebody's going to be doing that. I'm also getting that you already know who this is. It can be a person from your past, not for all of you. Now, if you're saying, nope, I don't want my ex to be coming back and all that, I'm not sensing that that is actually the reading for you, because based on the energies, I feel that you're longing or hoping for this person to come back. Okay, so if you're saying, nope, I don't want my ex back, then that's not the reading for you. Okay, because based on the energies, the both of you has a lot of deep feelings for each other. I feel as well that you've been waiting for this person to charge towards your direction. That's also what I'm getting. I'm also picking up that this person is actually seeing your worth. That's also what I'm getting. Maybe you've done the work as well, group number two. All right. Maybe because of what this person has been doing in the past. Maybe they're kind of like inconsistent. They're in and out of your life. And some of you got really frustrated with that. And so what you did, you started working on yourself. You started embracing your divine feminine energy. okay, with the Empress. And Nine of Pentacles is also about worth, okay? You guys are most probably single as well. That's also what I'm getting. So I feel that because of you doing your work and you're no longer kind of like doing the, role of the divine masculine, maybe in the past you're always the one charging towards this person. You're always the one initiating everything. You're always the one calling up this person. And then you learned your lesson, group number 2. And this is great because of you stepping into your power of the divine feminine energy, whether you are actually a male or a female, but I'm more getting a divine feminine energy, not really the masculine, okay? Whoever it is of the divine feminine and the relationship, I'm actually getting that you have been doing a great job of working on yourself, because Spirit is actually saying because of you loving yourself, putting yourself first, this person's seeing your value, okay? That's actually what I'm getting, and this would push this person to finally open up. That's also what I'm getting. Whether this is actually a past person or somebody you already know, this can also be a friend, okay? That's actually what I'm getting. You are this person's wish fulfillment, or you've been wishing for this, you've been wishing for this person to actually come back around or to reunite with you. That's also what I'm hearing. Again, not for all of you, all right? Not for all of you, but I'm actually getting reunion or reconciliation. For others of you, it's not necessarily love and relationships, like romantic. I'm also getting here that it can just be a friend. Like you and your friend are actually going to get back together, have some fun again. That's also what I'm picking up. You've been wishing for this. Maybe you miss this person so much. This person also missed you. I'm also getting that for some of you, okay? But yeah, for others of you, I'm actually getting that business is also going to be really good. If you're actually a businessman or a businesswoman, business is actually going to be really, really good this month of June for you. A lot of, abundance is what I'm hearing from Spirit, okay? This is going to make you feel so happy. You might also receive some news from overseas. That's also what I'm hearing right now, whether you're actually applying for a job overseas and you've been dreaming about this, okay? So I'm also picking that out for others of you, because you guys are very creative. Your guys are really smart. You're very talented. And I feel that whether it's actually this employer who's seeing your worth, that's also what I'm getting. Like, wow, group number 2 is really good. Like, I'm looking at their resume, I'm looking at their CV. I'm also getting that, like, somebody's really going to be very impressed and they really wanted to get you into their team, is what I'm hearing, okay? Okay, I'm also hearing for others of you that this month of June, like what I said, a lot of you are actually going to feel more confident about yourself, more feeling abundant. But I'm also hearing right now that a lot of you needed to save up some money in preparation for August. I don't know why I'm hearing that. So, yeah. Okay, so just be mindful of that specific message. Try to save up more money. Don't splash it out, okay? Because maybe this month of August, not for all of you guys, but there might be some kind of like, some financial crunch. Okay, I'm not hearing anything else. Let's move on. Oh, wow, you got your piece. You have here creative endeavor. Ooh, hold on. Cards are actually flying out. Okay, and you got your dark thoughts. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, this is actually really interesting. So I'm hearing two strong energies. Let's start off with career, because you got your creative endeavor. Okay, I know you even said earlier, a lot of you guys are actually very creative, very talented, and I'm actually picking up like somebody's going to notice that. Whether this is an employer, if you're looking for a job, or somebody's really just going to recognize your efforts, your skills. Okay, um, I'm even hearing, just recognition for some of you. But I'm actually also getting here that a lot of you were kind of like, yeah, in a period of stress before. If this has been happening for quite some time, you're feeling, very lost and confused. You really don't know what to do. Either some of you are kind of like, not sure about this particular decision. You're really confused. You don't know whether should you actually pursue this, career, should I put my focus on this, business? I'm actually getting like there is a decision for you and you're having a hard time really making up your mind. You don't know which is which. That's actually what I'm getting. But this month of June, things are really going to be clear. I feel that whatever it is that you've been waiting for, if it's actually about this job as well, there's going to be some communication coming in or some clarity. Okay, somebody will reach out to you. That's really what I'm getting. You've been waiting for this, and this will give you peace of mind finally, because you were like, oh my gosh, what's going on, like I'm not seeing any progress. And then for others of you, should I actually pursue my creative hobbies, or should I stick around in this, job? I don't know. I'm getting that there's some sort of like a decision that you guys are having a hard time really choosing which is which. But I feel that, again, this month of June, things are going to be clear for you. And finally, you will have this peace of mind about what to do. For others of you, I'm actually getting there was a conflict maybe with a person. It can be actually around two people, or there's actually two people. Whether this is you and this person, okay, maybe this is actually a past lover. And some of you are kind of like, thinking negatively about a situation. Some of you are probably thinking that this is actually totally over. I'm actually getting as well that, yeah, this month of June, I'm hearing two messages around that. Some of you are no longer going to put your focus on the past. You're finally going to decide, you know what, it's about time that I put my focus on my career, on my job. Okay, some of you are sick and tired of just waiting. Okay, waiting for this person to come around or decide to choose you or to actually do something about the connection. But for others of you, I'm hearing as well from spirit that you had a conflict with someone, whether this is a lover. But I'm actually getting here that there's going to be some peaceful resolution here, because you got Two of Swords. This is also harmony, and you also got here peace. So there's something about, having this peaceful resolution with someone. Things will be sorted out as well. That's also what I'm getting. Maybe it's been a while that you guys haven't been talking or something like that. All right, let's see here. Let's try to pull up this card. You got your chop wood. You have, wow, you got positive movement forward. This is so good. You have challenging times. Yep. I was just talking about that earlier. And then you got your blossom. Okay. All right. Some of you are probably also dealing with a Scorpio. Or you may also be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? But regardless of the signs, I feel that, let's start off with what I'm hearing, because I'm hearing conflict earlier, okay? So whether you had a conflict with a lover, or this was actually a friend of yours, because Six of Cups, that's also a friend, a childhood friend, but I feel that for a lot of you, It's just related to a person from your past, or you dealt with this person, you know who this is, in which there was a conflict that happened, okay? So again, I'm seeing here that things are going to progress. I feel as well that somebody is going to renew the connection or ready to resurrect, what has died. That's why I got the Six of Cups, because that's talking about reconciliation, or, reconciling with someone, or a person from your past is coming back. This may also be a soulmate type of partnership. That's actually what I'm getting, okay? And then for others of you, I'm actually also picking up that whatever challenges that you've been facing recently, whether it's financial issues or whether that's actually around your career, I feel that you guys are actually going to declutter. That's also what I'm getting. I also feel that you don't want to make things more complicated as they are. I feel that this month of June, you guys are really going to sort things out and see what it is that you needed to change, or what it is that is no longer good for you. Because the more that you're actually allowing yourself, okay, to be putting your focus on what didn't work, or, getting stressed by, any challenges that you've been facing, it's actually adding more to your stress. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. I feel that a lot of you are going to try to stay grounded as well, okay? And to be more optimistic to overcome any issues that you've been facing. And I'm also just getting that you will have that realization, okay? That, yep, if I continue to put my focus on the stress that's been going around in my work or in my money, it's not helping. So I feel that a lot of you are really going to simplify things as well. You don't want to make things more complicated, and instead you just want it to be more positive about the situation. I'm also hearing, for some of you, like what I said, there's definitely going to be a renewal in the connection, whether that's actually a friendship that actually, had a fallout, or maybe this was a relationship. Somebody's ready to clean things up, okay, to work on the challenges in your connection. And I'm seeing you guys are ready, to move things ahead. That's really what I'm picking up. All right, let's try to pull it more. You have here flexibility, and wow, you got your fulfillment. You have here sacred pool. Okay, so what I'm actually getting with these three cards this month of June, like what I said, I really feel that you guys are going to be really satisfied that things are progressing for you. There's that sense of fulfillment. Remember I said that earlier? Like you're really going to be happy, money is improving for you, and you are feeling at your best as well. If it's all about love and relationships, I feel that you've learned not to control the situation. I feel that when you started doing the inner work, that you're more into your divine feminine energy, especially if you're a woman watching this, you're seeing that things are progressing, okay? You're seeing that by being in this energy of control, and instead of just allowing things to happen or to flow, it's actually making things a lot more worse. Not only is it giving you a lot of headache, okay? So I'm actually picking up that you're more open-minded now, and you're just ready to receive is what I'm hearing from Spirit. I feel that on an emotional level as well, you're actually going to be more at peace. I'm really hearing that. Like, for group number 2, there's definitely peace coming in for you. Either you will have this peace of mind after you've been through a lot of challenging times, maybe because in the past you've been dealing with a lot of stress, with a lot of challenges around your career or money, and finally you're seeing that things are becoming a lot more better for you, okay? And I also feel that a lot of you are also going to be motivated. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. A lot of you are really going to be motivated to go after your dreams and your goals, whether that's actually a new career that you wanted to take on, or a new hobby or skill, whatever that is, okay? Actually just seeing here that a lot of you guys are also going to be putting more of your focus on things that are actually going to make you feel a little bit more relaxed, okay? You're going to put your focus there because you're done with the stress. It's like I needed to take a breather. I don't want to be, doing the same things as before. I needed to actually find some time or space for myself in which I could actually feel more relaxed. I don't know why I'm getting that for some of you, but I'm actually just getting some of you when it comes to career, by the way. I'm hearing from Spirit that you're thinking about leaving your career and putting your focus on your business. Somebody's also into business, okay? Now, if you're actually, a businessman or a businesswoman, just like what I said, I feel that this is a month of harvest for you, is what I'm hearing from Spirit, and this will actually give you that sense of fulfillment. Anything that you've worked hard for, maybe you're seeing some stagnant energies lately, but this month of June, you're going to see some progress. You're going to be in this harvest period. And that's why I actually heard earlier, just be mindful not to splash out any money and all that. Be mindful of your finances, especially for the month of August. I heard August. That was actually strong for some of you. But yeah, I feel that this month of June, you guys are going to be mindful of your emotions. You're really wanting to be at peace. You don't want any stress anymore in your life because you know what you deserve. You're more loving and compassionate of yourself. That's great. Let's see here, what else? Healing, okay. And he got your timeout. I was just talking about that, right? It's like you really wanted to relax. And now he got timeout and he got healing. So whatever challenging times you faced recently, um, that's why I said whether that stress is coming from work or issues around finances, or whether it's also some conflict with people, okay? You're taking the time out to heal. Okay, you're stepping away from things that are actually not good for you energetically and emotionally, because I feel that a lot of you were affected, in all areas of your life, or I'm getting like your overall well-being is actually very much affected by the stress that you actually got from some issues that you faced recently. Okay, whatever that is, because I'm also hearing for others of you there was a conflict. Okay, now if it's actually a conflict with someone, I'm actually really seeing peaceful resolution for some of you, okay? But for others of you, you're just really going to take the time to step away from the drama. You also wanted to heal from, the hurt, the pain. That's actually what I'm getting. But for a lot of you too, maybe this month of June, you'll be able to finally forgive someone, or you're going to forgive yourself. It's also what I'm hearing. Maybe you've been in the period of healing. If this is not yet happening, because I'm hearing that too from Spirit, maybe you've been in this hermit energy is also what I'm getting from Spirit. You probably took the time out. You isolated yourself. But I'm actually getting here that this month of June, if you have been doing this already, okay, that you took the time out, I feel that you're finally ready to forgive yourself and forgive others for whatever conflict or issues happened in the past, because I'm getting here a lot of cards about peace or peaceful resolution. Okay, now forgiveness does not mean you tolerate a person's behavior, but you're no longer a prisoner of the past. Okay, you're letting that go because you know that's not good for you anymore. So I love the synchronicity here, because that's what I'm talking about. A lot of you wanted to be, embracing peaceful times. You've been through a lot. There's a lot of challenging times. There's a lot of stress, and you're like, give me a break, universe. I needed some time out here. Okay. So yeah, I'm seeing that for you. If this is just about to happen this month of June, I feel that, yeah, you're going to reserve your energy. I'm hearing that you will have this, some sort of like healthy detachment, because you just really love yourself. You're working on yourself. You know what you deserve. You know that you can't just sit on this, very heavy energy anymore, whatever that was, whether that's, again, stress and anxiety caused by people or stress and anxiety because of the financial issues, okay? Whatever that is, because it's a general reading, but it's a period of healing for you, or you're healing from, a very painful situation. For others of you, if there was a conflict between lovers, because that's also what I heard earlier, again, somebody's ready to kind of like, seek for forgiveness. Maybe if this is not you, somebody's going to ask for forgiveness. Maybe you've been separated for quite some time, okay? Take it as it resonates, because gosh, there's a lot of messages. Let's see what else. Okay, you actually got envy. Yep, and he got health. A lot of you are really going to put more focus on your health. That's why I said overall well being, whether that's actually affecting you in a spiritual level, is it spiritual, mental, emotional, or physical well being? So I'm actually getting here that you guys are actually stepping away from that. You got envy as well. So I'm actually picking up that maybe, there are some envious people around you guys, or maybe you have picked that up. Like there was actually some issues around jealousy or anything like that. But you're like, you know what? I don't need to deal with the drama of others, especially if there's somebody around who's jealous of you. It's like, you're not really going to pay attention to their drama, okay? They're just jealous of you. Point blank, period. Okay, that's really what I'm getting, and you can't do anything about that. What you have control of is your reaction. Okay, but I'm seeing here that a lot of you are just really going to move away from the stress. You're going to move away from the drama. You're actually going to move away from anything that is affecting you on all levels. Again, spiritual, mental, emotional, or physical health. Because remember, you are the Empress. And the Empress is actually somebody who also loves herself. Okay? So you guys are really going to be working on yourself. You're going to work on achieving this inner peace of mind is what I'm hearing. Okay? But let's actually clarify the envy just to make sure. Clarify the envy card, Spirit. Okay. All right. Okay. So what I'm actually getting here, that for some of you, the Five of Cups is talking about a thing of the past that happened. Maybe, somebody got jealous as well. All right. That's also what I'm getting. Or somebody felt jealous, or somebody actually, kind of like really stirred up some issue here. That's what I'm picking up. Whether this is a lover of yours who's actually very envious, and it caused a lot of conflict. That's actually what I'm getting. Actually picking up that you guys are just really going to sort things out. If it's a lover, but if it's actually people around you who's actually causing some issues, or they're just envious of you because of what you have achieved. Remember, you're the Empress, you're the queen of all queens, and it attracted a lot of, backstabbers. It actually attracted a lot of toxic people, gossips even, or people who are just really envious of your success. Spirit is actually saying move away from that, okay? Do not dwell on that. This is also a card about dwelling in the past. Do not dwell on the envy of others, okay? Put more of your focus on your health. And if you notice, you got your cups, you got your swords. So I'm getting balance. Balance your emotions as well as your logic, okay? You can't just be overly emotional about it. You've got to also use your logic in situations like this. Balance both. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit, okay? Look after your own health. That's actually what I'm getting, because whatever drama or issues that other people, it can also be that for some of you, or it's a lover who got really, jealous and all that, or there was an issue around jealousy. I'm just, hearing that you guys are going to sort things out. You really wanted to improve the health of the relationship or the connection. But for others of you, it's mostly about the jealousy of others because they're seeing you as a success, okay? Or they're seeing you as a very successful person. But if that's the case, again, put more focus on yourself, all right? Do not get wrapped up in the drama of others, is what I'm hearing. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you got your indecision. Remember, I was actually saying something like, yeah, some of you are probably kind of like having a hard time deciding what to do. Should I leave my job? Should I pursue this? There is a decision, but I'm actually picking up that there is going to be clarity for some of you, okay, about this important decision that you need to make, whether that's actually, about this, dream job or this particular situation, whatever that is, okay? You're actually having a hard time deciding on what to do. But I'm seeing here that there's going to be clarity. Yeah, you felt trapped. You felt as if you can't actually move. You don't know what to do. Okay, let's see here. All right, we'll take all of those 3 cards. You got here a time to give rather than take. You have here you're good enough. Exactly. A win-win outcome is forecast. Okay, so what I'm actually getting here for group number 2, you guys might be Virgo. That is actually very strong. Virgo and then Libra as well, okay? I'm actually picking up, all right. Okay, I'm hearing right now from Spirit, okay, that if there were some issues as well, let me start off with that because I'm hearing a lot of messages. If there were issues or conflicts that happened, between you and a person or there's somebody around you, I actually feel that it's all about balance. Okay, because I'm drawn to that. You have here, full moon in Libra. I'm going to read it intuitively, okay? That's actually the scales of justice. So I feel the issue had something to do with somebody's not being very fair. Somebody's actually giving more than they're taking. And now I feel that that was, the real issue as well. I'm actually picking up that if you have been giving too much, all right, to somebody, whether that's your time, your energy, your effort, and you're not getting anything, I feel that, this is a message for you, group number 2, that you need to restore balance in your life, okay? You don't need to please people. That's also what I'm hearing. You don't need to be overdoing things. Remember, that's why I got the Empress energy. The Empress knows her worth. She knows her value, okay? And now you have here, you're good enough. So I'm actually getting a lot of you are going to work on loving yourself as well this month of June. You're finally going to, see your true value. Some of you have been doing it. That's what I'm hearing. You've already been doing it and you're seeing the results, okay? And you're seeing that there's actually a win-win outcome for you, especially if you actually try to, create this balance within yourself. Because maybe in the past, just like what I said, let me go back to what I actually said earlier. Some of you have been chasing, this person all the time. Like you're always the one initiating everything. You're always giving effort. You're more of like a chaser and this person's running away from you. And you're done. And you're like, what is going on? Is it me? Is it my worth? So a lot of you also did the work is what I'm hearing, okay? A lot of you probably already started on that and you decided to take a step back with a time alone. You started working on yourself. You started loving yourself first. And the more that you're doing that, you're actually seeing some progress. You're seeing that the more that you're taking good care of yourself as well, you're putting yourself first, you're actually, seeing a different shift in energy. And you're seeing it's a win-win thing for you, all right? Because you're working on your self-worth, you know your true value, okay? And then for others of you, if you're actually not yet doing that, then maybe this month of June is actually a time for you to start on working on it. Although I'm getting here a time to give rather than take. So not for all of you, don't shoot the messenger group number 2, because not everything is actually going to be like, good and all that, because I wanted to keep things real. All right. So whatever it is that I am going to hear from spirit right now, I'm going to deliver it. But I'm hearing some of you guys, you probably did not notice that you have been actually taking more from someone. All right. Whatever that is, whether that's finances, whether that's actually a person's energy, effort, or what. So spirit is actually reminding you it's about time to give rather than take. Again, balance. Maybe you haven't realized, but you've been always taking something from someone and it caused a lot of conflict. Because there's something about fairness, like things were actually imbalanced, which caused some issues in the connection. So whether it's you who's been overly giving to a person, or you're taking more from someone, whether that's a relationship, whether that's a friend, doesn't matter. But whatever issue that you've been having with someone, if you're resonating with that and it felt like you're trapped, you don't know what to do, you don't know if there's going to be a peaceful resolution between you and this person, the message from spirit is this: you've got to learn to create balance, okay? Not just in friendships, not just in, relationships, in every type of relationships. Make sure that you're always, creating that balance of giving and receiving, because you got give rather than take. Maybe if you are the one who's always giving, like you're giving everything away to somebody that you love, your time, your effort, your energy. I'm guilty of that, actually, by the way. And it's okay to admit it. I'm a type of a person who's willing to, accept my mistakes or admit my mistakes. I'm guilty of that, guys. Remember, I keep on saying to you that part of my, karmic lesson is being overly giving. Because I'm actually a very overly giving person. And I notice I tend to attract people as well who's taking more from me. Some people are taking advantage of, the patience that I have for others. And I even got a reading from some psychics. They actually told me that that's my karmic lesson. Like, you need to overcome that because you're actually a very giving person, especially for those empaths out there, right? And so I am also guilty of this because actually I found myself very much in balance. I tend to overly give to friends. I tend to overly give to people that I love. And suddenly I would feel drained. And we'll need to realize that, I felt depleted because I'm always exerting everything, a lot of effort. So I'm guilty of this too, guys, all right? So if you've been doing this, if you've been actually, always trying to give everything that you got to someone out there, Spirit is saying take a time to step back. You got the time out. You need to create balance for yourself. If you haven't been doing that, then this is the time for you, starting this month of June. But for others of you, I'm hearing it's a different case. You've been doing that already, and now you're seeing the results. Okay? Always remember you're good enough. Because maybe some of you guys are actually doing those things because you wanted to please, or that you wanted to prove your worth to someone. But Spirit is saying you're already good enough. You don't have to exert a lot of effort to overdo things so that they can see your worth. Right? And I'm guilty of that as well. Yeah. Especially in relationships before, because I really wanted to show this person that I'm the one for him and all that. So I tend to exert a lot of effort, and only to realize that this person is taking more from me. So I can resonate with this, guys, Something about balance for sure. So yeah, take it from me because I'm also guilty about that. I need to work on balance as well because I tend to overly give to people and it's really depleting my energy, honestly. And especially if you're dealing with people who doesn't know how to give, because I always believe there should be balance. Would it be nice to be surrounded with people, whether that's a relationship or friendship, in which there's that healthy exchange of giving and receiving, and that's going to enable the relationship to grow further. Because if it's just one person is doing the work all the time and the other person is just taking from you, taking your time, taking your money, everything, your patience, because they have gotten used to it. Like, oh, group two is so patient, And so it's okay to kind of like, just abuse their patience. Believe me, I've been there. I've been there. That's one of my biggest lessons. I've been overly giving, and some people, they take advantage of it. They thought that it's okay. Not to say that I allow people to step down on me, but it's more of like, I just love to give. But unfortunately, you sometimes, get mixed up with crowd or some people who doesn't value the things that you've been, putting out in the table. And instead of appreciating that, they would see it as if it's your job to be doing that. Like, you're a patient, right? Yeah, keep doing it because it's actually good for me. I even remember a guy telling me before, saying that, yeah, keep rubbing my ego. That's good for me. So again, it's about time to give back to yourself. Group number two, self-love. Be in your Empress energy, okay? Create balance within yourself. And I feel that's actually the message for you, or the things that you need to be doing, or you will be working on this month of June. Balance, right? Okay, so let's actually pull up this card. Romance is in the air, group number two. Well, we saw that earlier, right? We saw that. So for some of you, there's even reconciliation is what I'm hearing, where a person is coming back because they're seeing your worth as well. You got your rabbit. You have, again, balance. You got keep your life in balance. Oh my God, group number two. What did I tell you? Some of you are probably Libra as well. You have your muddled, unclear thinking. So a lot of confusion. Well, you got indecision earlier. Success assured with good plans and hard work for the egg. Oh my God, successful outcome to your problems. That is gorgeous. Are you kidding me? You got the Emperor and the Empress. And again, strong Libra energy here. Yep. This is so freaking good. What I'm actually seeing your cards, group number two, for the month of June. You got Rose. Romance is in the air. Maybe you were kind of like confused about a specific person, okay? This is also your divine counterpart because you got the Emperor and then we also have the Empress. So maybe something happened, Either there were some challenges in your connection, there were some conflict. That's actually what I'm getting. But I'm seeing you moving past that. I'm seeing that things are going to be balanced out again. Somebody is also going to be reaching out. So whether this is actually the person, whoever it is, the divine masculine, and the relationship. So if you're actually the woman, then it's not you. Because again, you are stepping into your Empress energy. Remember, maybe in the past, you're always the one initiating everything. You're always the one, calling this person up, texting this person, asking how they're doing. You're more operating from the divine masculine energy. But whoever it is, the divine masculine and this connection, you will be getting, a message from that divine masculine, because this person is seeing your worth. That's actually what I'm hearing, because you're now more balanced, okay? And this person is probably also aware that in the past, they sent out a lot of mixed signals towards you, or that they're not being very clear with you. That's actually what I'm getting. And I feel that this person actually wanted to correct the past mistakes. That's also what I'm picking up. They are aware with the justice. They are aware that they did some things that are wrong, and you were hurt. Especially for those who are resonating with, yeah, I could resonate with. I was so giving to this person. I was always the one exerting effort to this person. Like, it's all about me, me, me. And this person is not exerting any effort at all. So I'm actually getting somebody's actually aware that something was inappropriate in the connection. There was a lack of balance. And it actually left the divine feminine feeling so upset and feeling depleted. And the divine masculine, I'm just going to put it that way, because again, you can switch roles. But what I'm hearing from spirit, whoever it is, the divine masculine in your connection, then this person is going to reach out to you. I'm seeing that because you got reconciliation, group number 2. Somebody's going to reach out and apologize or correct things. That's really what I'm picking up. So whether you are the divine masculine, the connection, the viewer, or if you're the divine feminine, then your divine masculine is actually wanting to sort things out with you. And I feel that, yes, you guys are going to be able to successfully overcome this problem. You guys are walking away from any issues, okay? That's why I keep on getting a lot of peaceful resolution, especially with the 6 of Swords here. That's talking about moving from heavy waters into something calmer, okay? Okay. All right. I'm actually hearing a very specific message right now. For some of you, this is very specific though. I'm hearing same sex as well. Okay. So if it's a same sex relationship, I feel that one of you actually found out that somebody in the connection is not being very honest. They're actually, giving you a lot of mixed signals, or this person's being very unclear, sending you a lot of confusion, or you were confused about this person. It's like you thought that this person really likes you. Not to say that they don't, but I feel that whoever this is, I feel that they cause you a lot of confusion, and you are kind of like, feeling very much frustrated with that. Okay? But I'm actually picking up some of you are going to walk away from that energy. It's like you're going to tell yourself, this is not for me. You know what? I am the Empress. I don't want to deal with wishy-washy men or wishy-washy people who can't actually, act up or, take leadership and make up their mind. I'm also hearing that like somebody is also very frustrated because somebody is not taking any action, because even the Emperor is in reverse. Like this person is not in the Emperor energy. They're not really being very clear. They're very indecisive, or this person's not actually making a move. And I feel some of you, not for all of you, because this is what I'm hearing from spirit, regardless if it's the same sex that I'm hearing, or generally, if you're resonating with that, some of you are going to walk away from that because you're like, I can't deal with that drama. That's really what I'm getting. Like, I know my worth now. I can't deal with people who are not sure or not seeing my worth. Okay, so some of you are really going to embrace a brand new beginning as well for yourself. So I'm getting different scenarios here, all right? Only take what resonates. Some of you, not necessarily that you're going to allow this person into your life. Some of you are finally going to walk away from it because it's not good for your space. You needed a breather. You're done with the drama. Like, you are done. Maybe this person is actually sending you a lot of mixed signals. Like, do you really like me or not? I don't know why I'm hearing that right now. Oh my God. But let's see. Let's pull up more cards for you guys. What else? What's in store for group number 2 this month of June? Okay, you got your heaven. So let's go to page 36. Okay, so a lot of you are unsatisfied with life. You've been searching for happiness. That's why you're kind of like, I wanted some peace, you know? I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot of challenging times. It's like you're looking for your breakthrough, okay? That's really what I'm getting. And so if you're actually seeing this card, they're saying here, you may be facing some major life challenges and you're also questioning your future survival. I feel that if that's the case for a lot of you, I'm getting here that your spirit guides are actually beside you, or even your departed loved ones. They're actually encouraging you, okay? For some of you, I'm actually hearing that you might be getting a visit from somebody who just passed on. If you're resonating with somebody who already passed on recently, whether that's a family member or what, you'll be getting some messages from that person or that departed loved one, okay? And then if it's all about career and finances, a lot of you are kind of like not satisfied, just like what I said, in your situation. You felt as if you're stuck. Now you don't know, should I actually just leave or what, okay? There may be some offers out there, but you're kind of like very indecisive. You don't know whether should you actually grab this offer, or should I actually, stick to where I am right now. I don't know why I'm hearing that. If you're resonating with there are multiple options for career advancement or career options, Spirit is saying use your intuition, because they're saying your gut feelings or intuition will be higher than normal this month of June. They're helping you out because your guides are helping you out, okay? And then again, I feel that there's going to be, some messages coming through for you guys, either through dreams. Usually these are your spirit guides trying to connect with you, or again, divine beings or departed loved ones. I'm also hearing you guys are being asked to meditate. If you're confused about something or you're very indecisive about something, you're being asked to meditate and to ground your energies as well. Okay? Wow. All right. That was actually specific. But let's see. What else? I forgot to pull up this card. Okay. Got your freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Yes, this month is a time for you to create your own happiness. Some of you are probably kind of like still holding back to a past as well. Not necessarily there's somebody from the past coming back, but I also feel for some of you, you're still holding on to past hurts. And you were also kind of like hoping that this person's going to come back, or you're hoping that this person's going to make a move, and you're done. That's also what I heard earlier. A lot of you are just really going to free yourself from the drama. You're really going to free yourself from, being stuck. You really wanted to make something new for yourself, okay? And that you will be realizing that it is you who's going to create your own destiny, your own happiness. Yeah, so freedom when it comes to relationships. So I'm actually getting, just like what I said, some of you are going to free yourself from a very unhealthy or toxic situation. Not for all of you, okay? Because again, only take what resonates, because I'm getting multiple scenarios here, guys. It's kind of like hard. That's why the reading is taking way too long, because I'm getting different specific messages. For others of you, you're ready to finally free yourself, okay, from a very confusing relationship. Because I heard that earlier, like this person is actually, I even heard same sex, like you don't know whether this person that you met is actually really into you or not. And you are finding yourself very much into this person. It's like you're developing feelings for this person, but you're not seeing any progress. You're not seeing this person making a move. They're very confusing, or they're sending out mixed signals. And you're like, I'm done. You know what? I'm done. I can't tolerate that anymore, because I really wanted somebody who's going to be openly expressing their feelings and their intentions. That's what I'm hearing, okay? But even if it's not a same sex, it can still apply for some of you guys, right? Like you are probably going to find yourself freeing yourself from that energy. Like, I don't want to go through all that again. Like, I really needed to do something for myself. I need to start working on myself, working on my own happiness. But let's see if there's any other message. Yeah, you guys are really ending something. Yep. Okay. Some of you even tried spying on this person. That's also what I'm getting. Like, you're really hoping if this person is actually going to come back to you or not. A lot of you are just really freeing yourself from that, because I feel a lot of you are going to put your focus on yourself this month of June, okay? Because you notice that you're already in balance. That's why there's a lot of balance card for you guys. Like, you wanted to create balance for yourself, because by sticking to the same routine or what you have been doing in the past, you actually felt stuck. Nothing is happening there. So you're finally realizing, you know what? I can create my own happiness. I don't need to experience happiness just by being with this person. If this person doesn't like me, or if this person cannot make up his mind to be with me, I will create my own happiness. You know, that energy is what I'm getting for a lot of you. All right. Okay, so let's actually pull up some messages for you. Any message for group number 2, please? You have here precious time. Let me just pull up all of the cards here. Trust. Let's get one more card. And you got here 7 of action. Okay. So let's read your messages. For precious time, it says here, the fairy of time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. Okay, so that's the message for you. Make use of your time wisely. Maybe a lot of you found yourself just being very imbalanced, like all of your time is just glued on this connection. Okay, and a lot of you as well has been, feeling stuck because your attention, your energy is just glued on this past person. You don't know if this person's going to come back. You're done. It's like, I realize that I'm wasting a lot of my time and energy, and a lot of you are going to realize that it's time to reclaim my own power. I'm hearing that. Like, a lot of you are finally going to get that wake-up call that I need to make use of my time wisely. I can't just spend, almost 24 hours a day, waiting for this person, thinking if this person's going to come back to me or not, or if this person's going to make a move on me or not. Okay. So yeah, that's a message for some of you, but there's really something about time. Maybe for some of you, you're actually impatient as well. So Spirit is actually saying, be patient. Do not control the outcome, right? Just make use of what you currently have in the present. And then he got trust. Leap into the unknown. Have faith and move forward. Believe you will fly. Okay, so yeah, that's a message for you, group number 2. Whatever it is that you're planning to do, whether that's actually moving away from your job, or you're going to pursue the specific, career or your business, whatever that is, they wanted you to trust your inner guidance. Because earlier, they're saying that this month of June, your gut instincts or your intuition is higher than normal. Because they're saying you're very indecisive, that some thing is actually making you feel, really confused. Like, you don't know what to do. You're like torn between 2 important decisions. Okay. And so they're actually saying, trust your intuition. Okay. And take that leap of faith. as you follow your intuition, because remember, your guides are with you on this, okay? Just have faith that you are being led to where you should be. And then you got your 7 of action. You're being called upon to claim your personal power. Feel confident, as your angels will give you the strength to say no when it's the right thing to do for yourself. Your struggle may actually stem from an unresolved inner conflict rather than a conflict with others. Okay. So this is actually very specific for some of you. Maybe if there was any conflict, they're saying here that the unresolved inner conflict is stemming from your own inner conflict. It's not a conflict about others. So pay attention to that, okay? All right. And again, you're being called to reclaim your power. That's why I actually, picked that up earlier. And they're asking for you to be confident, to feel confident about this decision that you're about to make. Remember that you're actually doing this for yourself, not just for others. So yeah, that's actually what I have for you. Group number 2, that's your June forecast. Again, I'm picking up there's something about balance. For group number 1, it's also confidence. But I'm also picking that up for you. Confidence is also going to be very important for you this month of June, especially around making a decision. And then balance is really strong too. Just trust yourself, trust your intuition, take that leap of faith. That's what they're saying. All right. So I hope this actually gave you some clarity about what's about to happen, or some things that you needed to be mindful about this month of June, or the energies this month of June. All right. So there you go. Happy June, everybody. Bye-bye now. Group number 3, you chose this basket. So let's find out what's in store for you this month of June. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective which chose group number 3. All right, you got here the moon. You have your 7 of Pentacles. You have King of Wands. Next, you got here 4 of Cups. Somebody's ready to come out in the open. That's actually the energy I'm getting right off the bat. Like somebody's ready to express their feelings. Maybe these feelings were repressed. So whether that's actually you or the person that you're dealing with. And I feel it has been going on for quite some time already. Because that's what I heard from Spirit right now. Yep. He got Knight of Swords. Somebody's ready to communicate. Because Knight of Swords is somebody who delivers a message. Somebody's ready to express. Things that were hidden, things that were kept. And you got here the Hierophant. Oh my God. And you have here the Empress. Oh gosh, this is amazing. Alrighty, so I'm seeing here a lot of, actually a lot of air too, especially Libra, okay? That's actually what I'm getting. For others of you, if it's actually water, it's Cancer. It can still be any other water signs. And then for others of you, it's fire, all right? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And also if it's earth, Taurus, yep. So anyway, what I'm actually getting here, group number 3, all right, I'm getting 2 strong messages. I'm actually picking up the first message is that somebody is ready to express their feelings. Somebody is ready to come out in the open. Maybe they've been hiding for quite some time. You haven't, heard from this person, or you don't know what this person is actually doing, or what this person wants to happen in the connection. I'm actually picking up it's mostly related to love, okay? Especially with the Hierophant appearing here. And so you've been waiting for this person to finally reach out, or to finally, express their true feelings for you. And I'm seeing that they are really, eager to do that this month of June. Somebody's ready. I tell you that. With the King of Wands, this person is going to take action. That's really what I'm getting. But there's another message I'm hearing right now, and it's totally different. Some of you found a secret. That's actually what I'm getting. You found a secret about a person. And I feel that secret had something to do, the person is already married, okay, or in a commitment with someone else. And this left you feeling very frustrated, or you were dissatisfied with how this person, lied to you, or you felt betrayed by this person because somebody actually, was keeping a secret from you. And then you found out that this person is actually, already connected to someone else or even married. That's actually something very specific that I heard right now. Okay, so it's not going to be a case for all of you guys. And it's been a long time. Like, this person was really good at hiding. And I feel that if you're resonating with that, you are actually going to be working on yourself, because you are going to finally, say to yourself, like, I know my worth. I am the Empress, especially if you're the Divine Feminine. I am the Empress. I can't actually, allow myself to get mixed up in some third party situation. And you were really frustrated because this person probably, told you that they're single and all that. Okay. But there is a secret that's coming out, or you already found out about it. And if you already found out about it, you're really going to step into your Divine Feminine energy. You're like, nope, I know my worth. I'm not going to allow that to happen. I'm not going to get mixed up in some very, challenging situation. That's what I'm picking up for some of you, okay? But for some of you, somebody is actually ready to open up their feelings. They've been in a hermit mode, or they've been hiding their emotions for you for quite some time. Yeah, with the Seven of Pentacles. And I feel that this person's actually ready to talk to you. This person's going to take charge. Not for all of you, though, okay? But let's see. That's actually interesting. A lot of love and romance for group number, 3, but also for other groups, especially group number 2. Actually, all 3 groups. I noticed there's a lot of love and romance. Like a lot of, um, energies around somebody wanted to open up their feelings. That's also what I'm getting. And I'm also picking up that there were a lot of issues about somebody is not willing to kind of like talk about some issues from the past, like somebody's been hiding, they're not really communicating. I don't know, I'm getting a lot of energies around that. But let's see what else, what are the energies, or what's in store for group number 3. Okay, you got your courage. Oh my gosh. You also have here the loving woman. Oh my God. Woo. This is actually, okay, this is so gorgeous. Let me just pull up more cards. Yep. Oh my God, you got the lovers. Yep. That is so beautiful. All right. So this is matching again to what I heard. This is incredible. Like, I just talked about this and I'm seeing it in your cards again. So what I'm actually seeing here, let me start off with the first energy. Somebody, whether this is you, especially if you're the masculine in this connection, you guys will have enough courage to finally open up your feelings to somebody that you truly love, okay? You got the loving woman here. This may be, a soul-based type of partnership, or you have a strong soul connection with this person. Maybe things ended between you both, all right? And I feel that you just really wanted to sort things out, especially if you're the masculine. That's what I'm hearing from spirit. You actually wanted to put in a lot of work or a lot of effort into this connection, because you know that this is your Divine Feminine with a loving woman, okay? If you're a woman watching this, which is actually usually the case, because a lot of, feminine energies here as well. I'm actually, picking up that this person is actually going to be, taking that bold step to do something about your connection. Either this person will actually make a move towards you or send you a message or clear things up with you. Okay. Especially if you're the divine feminine here. Like this person has been thinking about it. This person is having a hard time making a decision because lovers is also about choice. Two of wands is also about planning and vision, or it's like this person is not doing anything yet, but this person is kind of like figuring things out, like what should I be doing. So I'm getting that for your person, but I'm actually getting here that this person will finally make that bold decision, and I feel that they're really going to reach out to you, or they're going to finally open up their feelings because they're seeing you as their divine feminine. Okay, so take it as it resonates. For others of you, I'm actually hearing that specific scenario, though it's not going to resonate for all of you, but I feel that somebody found out a secret that is actually very, very shocking, and you're like, you felt betrayed by this person because this person was not being very truthful towards you. You finally, realize that you were caught up in a triangular relationship with the lovers here, and you're like, no way. I can't allow myself to be, again, involved in a triangular relationship because you know your worth. You're like, I'm not going to fall for that. I'm not going to allow myself to be the third party. I am a decision. That's also what I'm getting. For others of you who are already in a third party, some of you are actually going to have the courage to move away from that because you're actually going to realize for yourself that I'm not an option. I am a choice. If you can't be with me, you're not doing anything at all. I got to keep on moving forward because a lot of you are also going to be stepping into your divine feminine power because earlier your overall energy is the Empress. Okay. And you know now what you deserve, and you deserve love. You deserve somebody who's actually not going to hesitate. You deserve somebody who's not going to be wishy-washy on you. Somebody's not going to give you mixed signals because you're done. Okay. Maybe it's been a long time that, you've been waiting for this person, but this person's not doing anything at all. Okay. So that's also what I'm hearing for others of you. But for others of you, I'm just really getting here. Somebody will have the courage finally to step up, to take action. Okay? Because they don't want to lose you. They're going to increase their efforts. That's actually what I'm hearing. So take it as it resonates. Gosh, I'm getting another, like a lot of energies here, different scenarios. What else, Spirit? You got here, co-create. You have here spiritual strength. And you got here, wow, strengthening bonds. Oh my God. Wow. So I'm actually getting here with your cards, group number 3. For some of you, this may be a person in your workplace or you're working with this person. That's actually what I'm getting. And I'm actually, picking up that somebody in this connection is holding back their feelings, really. Like they're trying to, keep those emotions to themselves. Somebody's really afraid to speak up the truth, or somebody's afraid to let the other person know that, you know what, I'm actually in love. I have a lot of passion for you, but I feel that this month of June, somebody's really going to be taking that chance. Not for all of you though, but I'm hearing that because this person could not take it any longer. No matter how much this person is trying to push the wall upwards and trying to, keep it to themselves, I feel that the more this person is doing it, the more it's weighing heavily on this person's, back, or in this case, he's actually having a hard time, dealing with the pressure. That's actually what I'm hearing very strongly for some of you. And I'm actually getting here, if you guys are not yet in a relationship, I'm seeing as well that there's definitely going to be, strengthening of bonds. I feel that there's actually going to be, a lot of growth in your connection. I feel that the both of you will have this strong passion for each other. And if it's a past person, then I feel that there's going to be compromise, is what I'm hearing. I feel that this person is actually going to be very persistent, most especially for that energy that I picked up earlier, in which it's actually the viewer who walked away because you know your boundaries. Like, I can't put up with that anymore. I'm done. I've been very patient. And I'm actually getting here that somebody would actually, try to, again, take the steps to make this work. Somebody's really going to compromise, because I'm hearing that, because they want you so bad. They wanted to have a new beginning. They wanted to start again. Wow, different energies here. But for others of you, if it's all about work, by the way, I feel that you've been through a lot recently. I feel that a lot of your patience has been, eaten up. That's actually what I'm getting. Some of you are actually feeling as if things are not working well, or, there were a lot of delays even. But I'm actually getting that this month of June, you're going to find yourself, inspired again to keep on pushing forward, just like what this guy is doing. I feel that you guys are going to be inspired again, instead of actually giving up on your dreams or your goals, or allowing yourself to be demotivated just because of the stagnant energies recently, or the things that were not working for you recently. I'm actually also hearing hard work will pay off. I keep on hearing that. And because you will be seeing your results, or the result of your hard work this month of June, this will inspire you again. That's actually what I'm getting. Some of you are burnt out at work. Okay? That's actually what I'm getting. Anyway, let's actually move on. You got your patience, okay? I was just actually saying that. Like, your patience was eaten up. And now we got patience. Yep, you got your release. You have your power, okay? And you got your spirit of place, okay? All right, so actually, I'm getting a message here. There's a lot of releasing, because even on this card, you have autumn, fall, and you also have here autumn. And autumn season is also about releasing, old leaves for something new to grow. So I'm actually getting here this month of June for you. You guys are going to release anything that has been also holding you back. If I read this intuitively, whatever it is that's weighing you down, okay, you're going to release that, because you would realize your power, that you have the power to create some changes in your life. You have the power to get yourself unstuck. That's also what I'm hearing for others of you. You're going to reclaim your power, because I feel that a lot of you are either holding back from something, either it's about this, idea of, should I release this person? But I don't think that I can, because I love this person so much. That's just an example, okay? But I'm actually picking up some of you, you lost your patience already, okay? Your patience was also used up, okay? Because that's what I heard earlier from this very specific message from Spirit, in which this person actually found out that somebody's cheating, or either somebody's actually not being very truthful, or they found out that this person was even married. Actually getting that somebody's patience was really, consumed big time. And this would actually push this person, whoever this is that I'm channeling, to release, okay? Because you guys are going to step into your power. Like, I know what I deserve. I am not actually going to allow this to, make me feel even more bad because of what I found out, or make me feel even more less of myself. I'm also hearing like somebody saying, I can't stand, being the third party. I don't know why I keep on hearing that. Somebody lost their patience, okay? And it's like, I don't need that. I need to reclaim my own power. I know what's good for me. That's why I got the Empress, like, you know your worth. But for others of you, if it's not necessarily about relationships or love, you're just really going to release something. You're going to release anything that's weighing rather heavily on your back, because you know that that's not good for you anymore. Okay? You've been patient for quite a long time, but you realize that this is way too much. And I need to get that out for something new to happen. I'm also hearing for others of you, again, if it's actually love relationships, because I was also picking that up, that somebody's holding back their feelings for someone, whether this is actually the person you're dealing with or this is you. I feel that this person is going to release the control, because maybe that person's holding back their feelings. And I feel they're ready to really take that leap of faith, just like this bird, you know? They will be given that courage, the power to finally, you know, take charge. I don't know. I'm hearing that for others of you as well. So take it as it resonates, because different, you know, energies, different messages here. What else? I was just talking about courage. Oh my God. Oh my God. The synchronicity in this reading is really weird. Let me go back to your card. Hold on. You got this earlier, courage. It got it again. And so this courage card is actually talking about you guys are going to step into your courage despite of the fears. Because whatever it is that's holding you back, it's rooted from fear. Whether it's mostly about, let's say you wanted to pursue something, whether that's a dream job, a career, whatever that is. But what's holding you back, it's mostly rooted from your own fear. You don't want to take a risk. You're afraid to take a chance because maybe you're thinking the worst that could happen, that maybe you're going to fail or something like that. But it's basically just rooted from fear. Others of you, it's about loving relationships. Whether this is you or the person, I'm actually getting like somebody will be stepping into their courage despite their fear. Somebody couldn't, you know, hold back their feelings anymore. Because this card is also talking about taking a chance, taking a risk, having the courage to take that leap of faith. I just said that. And it says here, be willing to take a risk in order to gain more. If you wanted something, you've got to take a risk. Life is all about risk. You'll never know until you try. And I feel that you'll be given the courage to do that this month of June, group number 3. So whether that's career, whether that's a person. Now, this is not you, then maybe this person will be given that courage or that, that chance or opportunity to finally speak their truth. Because this card is also talking about speaking your truth. They will have that courage to really come up to you and express their true feelings. Because that's what I heard earlier. And that's really what I'm getting. Like somebody is ready to take a chance. But for others of you, this is you, okay? You'll have the courage to finally take a risk about something, taking that leap of faith, whether that's a dream job. And you've been holding back because you're scared. You don't know if you're making the right move or what. Wow, I love the synchronicity in your reading, group number 3. Let's see, what else? Ooh, hold on. Okay. You got your sanctuary. You got your freedom. Yep. You guys are ready. That's really what I'm getting here. A lot of you are actually going to free yourself, really, from anything that's holding you back. I'm also, getting here taboo, right? With a sanctuary. So maybe that's it. Maybe the issue has something to do with taboos, okay? And that's what's holding you or this person back. But whatever it is, I am actually seeing here, you guys are ready to release, okay? Anything that's holding you back. I'm also seeing here that some of you are probably Scorpio, or you're dealing with a Scorpio or Sagittarius, okay? I'm getting that very strongly. Or Aquarius. But regardless of the signs, there's something about taboo, okay? Something that is actually, forbidden or is not allowed. So whether this is actually related to, let's say, adultery or being, yeah, caught up in a third party, some of you are actually going to step away from that, or you're realizing that you don't want to be in that kind of, relationship. You're freeing yourself from that, okay? Whatever form of taboo. But I'm also getting here for others of you, somebody, this is more of like holding back for me as well. If it's not necessarily related to taboo, like somebody's kind of like really just holding back. They're actually not wanting to come out there and just express the real them. I'm really getting that. So whether that's you, you've been holding back of what you are actually, wanting to. It's like you're not being authentic. That's also what I'm getting. Like there's something that you wanted to do, but you're kind of like holding back. Whether that's actually your feelings for someone or this person that you're dealing with. You can switch roles, by the way. But it's like for others of you, it can be like you wanted to pursue something, but you don't feel confident enough. So you're actually just hiding with a sanctuary. You're kind of like just holding yourself back instead of freeing yourself, okay? And going out there, showing the real you, showing what you're capable of. That's also what I'm hearing for others of you, okay? So take it as it resonates, because I'm getting, again, different or mixed energies here. For others, it's really also related to third party or being caught up in a triangular relationship, okay? And either you're going to kind of like free yourself from that because it's been, weighing heavily on your back for quite some time, or for others of you, you just found out that somebody's actually married, because I'm hearing that, okay? And you wanted to gain your independence. Like, nope, I know my worth. All right. I can't be, allowing myself to be caught up in that drama or conflict. I'm too good for that. I don't know. I'm hearing somebody saying that. I'm too good for that. So, yeah, take it as it resonates. But that's quite interesting. Different, energies here. Let's try to pull up this one. Guilt, okay. Honesty. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. So group number 3, this month of June, you guys are going to release your guilt as well. So maybe that's why I heard like whatever it is that's weighing you heavily on your back, or weighing, heavily on your emotions, like you've been feeling as if you've been carrying on this guilt, whatever that is, okay? Either the guilt is actually stemmed from you wanted to do something but you felt as if that it's wrong because it got taboo. For others of you, I'm actually hearing like there's a lot of guilt. Either you are aware that you did some things that are inappropriate, okay? That's also what I'm getting. Not for all of you. But for others of you, I'm also hearing that you've been holding on some emotions for someone and you're not being transparent. So whether this is you or the person that you're dealing with, but this is mostly you because this is your reading, okay? But it can still be switched though. Maybe the situation, of course, it involves you, but this person's ready to come out in the open and just be free. Like they're going to release anything that's weighing heavily on their back, and just they're just going to be very open and honest or transparent here. But yeah, for some of you, you're releasing any guilt that you've been holding on to, okay? Because it says here, I release any beliefs that no longer assist my soul's growth. And then with honesty, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Some of you are probably guilty as well of, let's say, being involved in a third party, okay? You know deep down that it's causing some conflict or some issues with other people, okay? Or you know that it's also morally inappropriate, right? And so I feel that you are going to release that. Some of you are really going to be, stepping away even from that type of setup, okay? That's actually what I'm hearing from Spirit, because you know that this is no longer good for you, or it's no longer serving you for your greatest good. And yeah, you guys are just really going to be honest with yourselves. You're going to be more, that's why I heard authentic earlier, and now you got honesty. So everything is making sense here. The synchronicity you're reading is really amazing. But you're just really going to be honest with your feelings, with yourself, okay, this month of June. And you're going to release, like what I said, anything that's no longer good for your space. Any guilt, any anger, frustration, that's just weighing heavily for you. Okay, let's see. What else? Okay, man holding a heart. You have your house. Believe in the impossible. Work through your fears. See? My God. What the freak? Group number 3. You keep on getting that. That's why you have the courage card. You guys are really going to work on your fears. Okay? Remember you got, the message earlier with the courage. Step into courage despite of your fears. And now you got work through your fears. Some of you are Scorpio. I'm also hearing Taurus. I'm hearing Taurus, Scorpio. I'm also hearing Sagittarius and Leo. Okay, don't let your past hold you back. Okay, well, this is actually really, really clear. So what I'm seeing here from your spread, group number 3, this is about love and relationships as well. Let me start off with love and relationships. Either this is you, again, this is you, or the person that you're dealing with who's ready to open up their feelings, okay? If this is you, okay, and you're the divine masculine, you're this man holding your heart, okay? Maybe you're very careful with your feelings. You're afraid to actually be hurt again. That's why don't let your past hold you back. What's holding you back from opening up to, love, or opening up to, receiving love as well, or giving love to someone that you really like? It's actually rooted from your past. And because of your past traumatic, experiences around loving relationships, it actually, impacted you on a negative way, in such a way, or it created a negative impact for you. Because some of you, if you're resonating with that, especially if you're the guy, okay, that's what I'm hearing from Spirit, you're actually thinking, as if that maybe I'm not going to fall in love again. Or maybe you're seeing that love and relationships is really not for me anymore. Okay? That's actually what I'm hearing. And this was, again, rooted from your fear because of some traumatic event or past relationship that really did hurt you. So I'm actually getting that you guys are being asked, or you'll be starting to work on those fears that you are actually holding on to. And that's why I got the courage card twice. Now, this is not you. This is actually the person that you're dealing with, okay? Especially if you're resonating that this person is actually not opening up to you. They're taking a long time expressing their feelings. And some of you have been, kind of like giving up on the idea, like you don't trust anymore if this person is really going to step forward or make that bold move. Spirit is saying believe in the possible, because I feel that spirit guides are also helping this connection, or the angels or the divine is helping this connection. And I'm just really getting here that, okay, also Scorpio. Yeah, Scorpio. You got your Scorpio. So you're probably a Scorpio, or you're dealing with a Scorpio, because you got your new moon in Scorpio. But anyway, going back, I feel that this month of June, you guys are really going to take that leap of faith. Now, this is not about love and relationships. You're going to come home with a house. You're going to come home to what your heart is actually kind of like calling you to do. That's really what I'm getting. For instance, if it's actually something that you like doing, but it's like, I don't want to do it because I'm fearful of taking that chance or taking that leap of faith. Spirit is saying, trust yourself, believe in yourself, work through your fears. You're holding back because of your fear, or you're being held back because of your past or your own fears, your own inner conflicts. Believe in the impossible, okay? So whatever that is, whether it's love and relationship or it's other aspect of your life, whether that's actually a dream job or something that you wanted to pursue. So yeah, that's actually great. Group number 3. Let's actually pull up this next set of cards. And I notice I'm having difficulty communicating for group number 3. I didn't get that energy so much for group 1 too. But for group number 3, it's like some of you are actually having a hard time, communicating something. And so I don't know who am I channeling here. I'm not really, losing my voice now, but it's like I'm having a hard time communicating how I feel. So that's the energy I'm picking up. Either this is you, like you're holding back your feelings, you're holding yourself back from something, it's weighing heavily on your back, and that's the energy I'm picking up right now. Like it's hard for me to communicate what I wanted to say, yeah, I just actually sense that for group number 3. Okay, got your happiness. So again, a lot of birds, freedom, okay? Pursue your happiness. Free yourself from whatever it is that's weighing you down, because there's a lot of happiness that lies ahead for you, group number 3. Follow your dreams, follow your happiness, believe in the impossible. Yep, you got bag, something important, such as a new job or race. So maybe it's actually this new career that you wanted to pursue. Or some of you will actually be really happy because there's going to be a race coming in, or this, yeah, abundance coming in for you. Yeah, because you got your bowl and there's a lot of fruit. So material things. Oh my God. Group number 3, that's amazing. Abundance is really, very strong for you this month of June. Kangaroo, unsettled times, need to plan ahead. Harp, you got your great happiness. And then you got your advice from a friend. Okay. All right, so group number 3, I'm actually seeing here that for the month of June, it's a month of abundance for you. Whether the abundance is around material wealth, it's about getting this new job or getting a raise, or it can also be your own personal happiness, love, and relationships. I'm seeing that for you. This will actually give you great happiness here. Come on, you got happiness and then you got great happiness. So a lot of, wonderful things are ahead for you guys. And I feel that you've been through some, trying times. And I feel that you're also being asked to, again, try to plan things ahead. Okay. And maybe you've been doing that already, is what I'm hearing from Spirit, okay? You've been doing that already. You've been trying to sort things out. You've been trying to make some plans or make some decision. You just need to trust it, okay? You just need to take that leap of faith, okay? That's actually what I'm hearing. So whatever challenges that you've been faced with, whether it's about a decision, because you got the 2 of Wands, like you're not sure what to do. You're planning things ahead, because 2 of Wands is about vision and planning. So whatever it is that you've been planning on doing, just believe in yourself. Believe in the impossible, that it's going to work out, okay? You just have to trust yourself. It's only fear, again, that's holding you back. Because I tell you, once you take that leap of faith, all of these things are actually, going to happen for you. There's happiness that lies ahead. There's a lot of plenty, abundant energies out there for you, whether that's material things, whether it's this relationship that you truly want, okay? And they got dog barking advice from a friend. So some of you might be also asking an advice because some of you are unsure or you're having a hard time deciding. Again, it's okay to seek advice from someone, but make sure that you follow your inner compass, your intuition. That's what I'm hearing from spirit, okay? Maybe this is actually also related to a friend of yours. That's also what I'm getting, okay? Nice. But yeah, so just take that leap of faith. That's what Spirit is saying. That's what's holding you back. Your past has been holding you back. Your fears has been holding you back. All right, so let's actually pull up your Chinese fortune cards. You got your soul symbol. So let's go to page 27. It says here, discovery of life purpose or choices, manifesting desires. So yeah, maybe you are kind of like manifesting, your life purpose. Like you wanted to actually pursue something that is emotionally fulfilling for you, but you're just not sure whether you're making a right choice or making the right decision. Again, believe in the impossible. It's only fear that's holding you back or limiting you from achieving your dreams, okay? So it says here, you're questioning directions and what your purpose or future is. This card represents enormous spiritual growth and you will never ever be the same again. You are in a journey, so relax more and go with the universal flow. You will become aligned with the highest power and will soon have the ability of manifesting anything you truly want in this world. Now, if it's all about career or finances, searching for your soul's purpose is confronting but necessary now. You will be questioning your career and you may take up a course of study or learn new skills. So, yeah, I feel that maybe you're no longer happy in your current job situation and it's like you're being called to do something else. All right. But you're just not sure. Like you are, again, in that Two of Wands energy. You're carefully trying to assess the situation. Okay. For some of you, you know the answer. It's just that you're fearful. You're afraid to take that leap of faith. But I feel that courage is actually going to play out for you this month of June. Again, to have the courage to trust, yourself, to believe in the impossible, and, to take that leap of faith. Okay. And so I'm also seeing here, if you got this card, it says here, there might be also a change of residence or some lifestyle. Okay, that's also what I'm picking up here. And then relationships, you could easily find yourself meeting the love of your life, soulmate connection if single, or searching for love through taking a course or developing a new skill. Oh my God. So yeah, maybe that's why we have relationship cards earlier. So maybe this is also a soulmate. You have a soul connection with this person, especially if you're resonating with somebody's going to open up their feelings, whether that's you is going to open up or you can switch it, you guys have a soul based type of partnership. I tell you that, but it's only fear that's holding you both, okay, from making something beautiful. Because remember earlier, we put up a lot of positive cards for you. This is an abundant connection. There's a lot of happiness that lies ahead. But it's only the past. It's only the fear that's getting in the way. Okay? All right. So before I wrap things up, let me pull up some messages for you. Message for group number 3. You have here magical blessings. Wow. Let me pull up another one. Oh my God. You got partnership. You have growth as well. And some of you are really going to pick up a new skill. That's also what I'm getting. It's like you wanted to do things differently. Some of you are sick and tired of the regular 9-to-5 job, so maybe that's why. And then you got your 5 of emotion. Well, remember you got guilt earlier, right? So yeah, let's start off first with magical blessings. It says here, whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. So yeah, I'm actually getting here that your spirit guides are assisting you, okay? Be open to receive the blessings. And don't worry, you're never alone. This is part of your own growth as well. And speaking of growth, we got here, seek out a mentor or guide. Take baby steps as you grow. Be willing to learn from others. So yeah, maybe some of you are going to pick up some new skill because you got that earlier. But be patient with yourself. Some things needs take, or it takes time to grow is what I'm hearing. Okay. And then with a partnership, it says here, teamwork will give you a better result. Find trustworthy people to partner up with. Build up a talented support team. Right? Because you know what? Teamwork, it makes a dream work, right? It has to be the both of you working together. So maybe it's about time for you to surround yourself with people who are very supportive as well. Somebody's very reliable. Okay, that's also what I'm getting here. Or maybe this partnership. It's all about love as well for some of you. Okay, so maybe it's all about this romantic partnership. You just actually needed to be patient with yourself, but you have to build up some courage and confidence and to always believe in the impossible, that anything can actually happen. All right. And then you got here, 5 of emotion. It says here, forgiveness is an important part of healing. Forgive yourself and those around you for any mistakes of the past so that everyone can move forward. Grieving is a normal part of life. So that's what I'm actually talking about earlier. Like something is weighing heavily in your back. Maybe you're still carrying the hurt from the past, and it's actually your past that's holding you back as well. Okay. And it can also be some of you had a conflict with someone. All right. Or you're guilty that you did some things because you got guilt and honesty. Some of you, maybe just a small portion of you, you are guilty because you weren't being very open and transparent to someone. And this caused a lot of conflict, okay? And if you're resonating with that, because this is a message for you, Spirit is saying forgive yourself, okay? And you've got to release that. It's not good for you anymore. Release yourself from the guilt. Instead, use that as a tool to actually help you going forward so that you're learning, from the mistakes of the past. Failure, it's actually the best teacher, right? So that you can do better the next time. And also forgive the people around you. If somebody, did some inappropriate things towards you, forgive them. Now, forgiveness, again, it doesn't mean you tolerated what that person did, okay? Or you tolerate what they actually, demonstrated in this connection with you. But it's more of like you're not going to allow yourself to be a prisoner of the past anymore, okay? So keep on moving forward. That's what Spirit is actually saying. I love the synchronicity in your reading, group number 3, because you even actually got the guilt card and honesty, okay? So yeah. Forgive yourself, forgive others as well. And by doing that, you're liberating yourself. Remember, I said with the patience card, I didn't just read that based on the actual meaning and it says patience, but it's more of like when I saw the bird, it's like you're freeing yourself, and you got freedom too. You're freeing yourself of whatever it is that's holding you back, whatever it is that's weighing on your back. Because that's a form of liberation. That's a form of healing, okay? Remember when you actually forgive yourself and when you forgive someone, and this is something that I've learned myself just to share to you guys, it's the best gift that you can give to yourself. Always remember that. Even if there are people who did hurt you, okay, and you're definitely not happy about that, about what they did, but if you truly love yourself and you don't want to be a prisoner of the past anymore, remember, when you're forgiving someone, you're not just doing it for that person. You're actually mostly doing it for yourself because you're no longer a prisoner of the wounds that they have caused you, right? You're breaking yourself from the guilt. You're breaking yourself as well from those heavy energies because you love yourself and you know that it can't be undone, The past is the past. This is 5 of Cups. You can't cry over spilt milk. What you can do is to pick up the pieces, learn from the mistakes, and just keep on going forward. And carry, of course, those lessons with you. So that you won't be repeating the same mistakes again. Okay? All right, so that's it, group number 3. I hope you enjoyed this June reading. I wish you a blessed June. Bye-bye, guys. See you next week.